Okay, looks like we are live. Well, that's interesting.
Are we live yet?
Dude, my controller works the everything else here. It's pretty cool.
Not bad.
Alright, so we are live now with Brigandine Multiplayer Grand Edition, Iscalio versus Caerleon. I am your host, veracitytrigger. I am manipulating the organize turn phase here for somewhat.
Master manipulator, aren't you?
Yes. Did you get an ad? Yes. Okay, that kind of works. It didn't work on the PC though. But anyways, we are live. I'm your host, veracitytrigger. I'm going to be doing some organize here. Raging Paul is here on my right, and so is Metallic Mike. And so I already went through Paul's turn, got him organized. He showed up a little bit early. Hint, hint. And, you know, I got his stuff done, and so now it's Mike's turn, so I have to organize his a little bit, and then we'll get going here and finish things up. We'll start up some battles. So, all right. So here's the thing that I want to talk to you about, Metallic Mike. Since you're here now, we can have a little powwow here, because I got this one dude here. It's not doing much. This one dude here ain't doing much either. This one is Caster. This one is, what's his face? Teeth. And so you're kind of running low on MP. Like, I don't have a lot left. So I could go ahead and just summon whatever.
Do I have any other knights anywhere else?
But you do. You have a dead knight here. But we have a lot of extras we can grab from here without having to burn through all the MPs. So would you like me to send... They're all over the place.
They're all in Lothar. You put them all there.
I mean, you got knights all over the place, really.
No, they're all from questing.
Oh, where are the questing knights? Well, they're on quest.
Well, we don't know.
No, I mean, just check out the location quick.
Okay. So, we gotta fill up some stuff here. I'm probably gonna fill this up first, since you plan on using these. And then, whatever mana's left, you might want to consider one of those two knights, or both of those knights go back to Caerleon to grab the remnants of whatever, you know, just was there. Because I might not have enough mana to summon everything that you want. I could get like a couple pieces here, like something good here, maybe a good Hydra here, you know, something like that. But then like I could send them back to the capital so we can like situate. So I already went and organized some of this. Put a popped pixie in there. Gave two of the scorpions here because it kind of fits, you know, kind of works.
Could you? Can he fit? He can't fit. Wait.
So, I could do more for him, but it depends if you're gonna send Gallo somewhere. If you're gonna really use him more, like I could fill him up too.
Didn't I lose a rock? I lost a rock.
Yeah, to me, I killed one of them.
So there's 45 here.
The last one.
Oh, yeah, I think Windwind's Army or someone took out a rock.
Could you switch out a wyvern for? Alright, here's my monster. A wyvern for. Do I still have both dogs?
Yeah.
I guess that's fine.
The music is louder than their voices, is it now? Okay.
Really, we'll have to do something.
Thanks,
about that.
Nene. How you doing tonight?
Is that better? I hope.
I didn't think it was. I guess, I don't know if it was last night at all. I didn't change the volume last night. At least I don't think I did. So, I'll have to fix that. It's a little better? Well, I just turned down my TV volume. I don't know if that had a reverberating effect. Which maybe it did. Might have to turn that down a little more. Because all I did was turn on my TV volume. So maybe my TV was kind of messing up the sound. Could have been. You know,
Is the mic working though?
Are you there?
Well, they can hear us.
Yeah,
So.
but
Can you hear us okay?
I just checked on Twitch.
Yeah. I'm just... they might just not be talking loudly. Oh, well, they're not really talking... Well, that's the other thing. Like, I gotta get probably closer, because I got a new mic mount, so...
Yeah, that's better. There you go.
So, they probably can come through a little better. But,
Okay.
So here's the thing. Yeah, you want a monster move.
I guess that's good for now. I've got enough frontliners for that team.
Okay, okay. Are you gonna? So I'm trying to debate like which guys could go back to the capital to grab some of those extra stuff that's sitting on Caerleon and whatnot. I'm thinking your 2 weakest knights could grab some, but you know Gallo has an option here too. That's 45. He could grab whatever's there. You got what is that? 130?
Well, I need to move.
Or is that? Yeah.
I need to move some knights over to down south here because I'm getting a little spread out and I got a lot of castles to defend.
Yeah,
So
me
let's
too.
look.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you don't need this. You don't really need that. I mean, this is. I mean, you got
These
knights
two-
here,
Oh,
but
do I have knights here?
I
Yeah,
think
I
you
stood
have
up-
one
I
knight
stood up and
there.
got knights there. It was.
You have
down.
a knight there. we
It
have
was
to.
Turkey- it was
We have to
Turkey
literally
down. There are
check to
knights.
see what we got here, though. So, you have Miguel there.
Miguel there. Okay.
You have Cortina or Yura, who's a little down in the dumps right now.
Well, she got hurt, so.
Kathleen and Doggle are here. I probably should fill these ones up. And then you've got a gigantic team here, which is.
See, the team
I don't
is
think I had to do anything there. I
ginormous.
think that was already set. And then we've got a good team here. That has not changed. That's still pretty much the same.
And then who's there?
And Tora?
Rokar.
Not much. Not much. Was that a champion? That is an Avenger. Wait, where? Here?
Oh no,
No, Shred.
Shred.
You know, Salisbury, I think it was.
Oh, Shred. Yeah. That's right, Name. In
Yes,
Salisbury.
that was a champion.
Yes, Shred is on the team. Shred is going to go to work. He's going to do something here.
He's
Oh.
gonna shred some stuff up.
Yes.
Yeah, like cheese. He's gonna shred some.
Dragons.
He's gonna shred some lettuce, you know. Oh. That was a little fun box.
My fun box.
Your box? Your
My box of fun. My fun box. All right, so yep, champions there. The teams look pretty good. So what do you think, dude? 'Cause you got 2 knights here.
I'm
You
gonna
need
send
something there. You
someone
got
and then I send 2 there.
so yeah. Who do you want to send? She's out. We do have extra monsters in case. So there is 30 to 45. 30, 30, 45, and 60. So it's 30, 45, and 60. That's kind of what you have back here. Mostly kind of tankish
Who was on Tora again?
stuff. So
Sheridan and
You can send Rokad to pick most of that up.
yeah, that's on the floor.
you want Rokad for picking up? All right.
Wait.
The government.
Actually, I would rather use Rokad in the field.
Okay. Do you want Rokad
So,
at Aston?
Sheridan can pick up this stuff. Rokad is gonna go to. Ooh, that's a tough one.
Sheridan's gonna pick stuff up.
Yeah, Sheridan's gonna pick stuff up. So you can just move those mandrakes up. That works for me.
Okay, I'm just thinking about that. Never liked Shred. Great that he starts as a champion, but you usually don't get him anytime you would actually need him. Doesn't have anything room power. This is the one time that this actually makes sense to use Shred because
Yeah.
by the time because you don't really get a lot of other knights with Iscalio, and he's already like really damn good. So
Yeah, but
His
he,
man
like I
is
said,
just
he
crap.
doesn't make
That's
up
all.
Cador's absence.
That's his
So.
only issue.
he's basically like a physical fighter of Victoria. You know, he's
Yeah.
like the physical version of Victoria there because
Yeah.
you know he's you know they both have crap rune, but
Right.
you know they're both really good at what they do.
Does Paul have any knights up there? Oh, he does. Were those knights already there? Yeah.
That's what we got there. So.
Where Paul moves here and organize, you're not gonna know unless you watched what he did beforehand. So you're not
Which
gonna
I
know.
missed.
You were here.
Yeah, you missed. So
That's a boon for Paul.
A little bit.
Wow, real good boon for me.
But,
Gallo can go down with Miguel
Miguel?
down on.
Where? Oh, Miguel's down here. Okay, so Gal is going to come down here. Alright. We can
A
do
real
that.
big boon for me would if I were to get Haley. That would be a very nice boon for me.
Alright, well, you're going to situate your knights,
Yeah.
but I'm just trying to, like,
Figure out who's
get the
good.
organization
Yeah.
and fill up monsters. So, we don't have a lot, so I'm gonna go ahead and get tiny things here, so that it's not costing too much. So that would be 45. Let's see, what do you got? Well, he is a fighter, so I think a pixie would be perfect here. You could actually go out and do some fights without dying too quickly. Does a Victoria get about 200 room power at high levels? I don't think she does. Maybe, but she's higher than she was before. Where is Victoria? Where did you put Victoria?
Did you quest her?
I can't remember. I didn't quest her. She's somewhere.
Is she on Salisbury?
Jukes.
Jukes?
Yeah.
She's not on Jukes. Look at the location. That'll pull it up right away.
That's true. He's on Fatal.
Ew. That's where it was.
I forgot you were even here. Holy cow.
It was a quicker battle, but yeah.
Okay, she's not in the 200s, but 160 is pretty good still.
Yeah.
I do
Higher
have
level, she would get up
to.
to 200
If you
eventually.
can put one more frontliner there, that'd be great.
I do have to check out some things here. Well, that's expert. Do you wanna
Deeper where she is.
wanna go to get mad heals? Okay.
We got plenty of heals there.
All right. Let's fill this up then. That's right. That's not the normals.
You can move the pixie down.
I think I.
Oh, no, you can't.
Those.
Alright, let's see here. How much is the Hydra again? 80? Yeah.
Trying to min-max a little bit. You know,
You can move the pixie down now.
move. We'll get close, probably.
You can move the Mr. Guard down there. It's 35.
Oh no, move the unicorn. That's 40. That's perfect. Move the unicorn down by down here.
That works too.
Oh, that's true.
Can you put the scorpion, please?
We could try.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We can try, we won't do it.
We could try. Oh my god!
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that.
Woo, the big dude.
So you don't remember that. I wasn't
Oh,
gonna
the
say
big
anything about that
dude.
guy.
You know what? Get rid of one
Okay.
of the centaurs. or
Yeah, I'm
something.
gonna have to get rid of a centaur here.
Who's the worst? 66.
This one.
What was his power? Yeah.
He's just not up to par. What is that? Just basic 30 points there?
Perfect. Look at
Right
that.
on the money. Okay.
And if you could put the rock in the front too, that'd be wonderful. Thanks.
Okay. So this team is pretty well set. We do have a reserve, which is still pretty good. You know. And we gotta work on.
Yeah, what can we even summon there? Because I'd like to send Rokad down.
Well, it's pretty unbalanced with this, but that's 85 and 10. That's 95.
That's 95, yeah.
We're gonna have to summon very small things, though. I mean, I could get you a
I'd
unicorn.
be down for a unicorn and a dragon and dump off on the mana. Wait, how much mana do I have? Yeah.
That's all you got left, and you got
Yeah.
plenty more things to fill. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Unicorn I can do. It's just there's not a lot more I can. I'll get a unicorn because it kind of does balance things out a bit, pretty well. It's either a pixie or a unicorn. Unicorn is probably a little more valuable, but you do have a knight that can heal, so he can do it. But you know,
Do it, man.
55. I think all we can really do is a pixie right now.
I would hold off on that. Hold off on that for now. What's my mana upkeep? Can you check that? Can you check what I'm
It's
actually
good.
doing?
Yeah.
It's
you
good.
ain't that much
You're
stamina.
gaining now versus
I'm
before.
gaining now
you're
before
you're
losing.
gaining now, so you're making strides and you're gaining pretty good. But yeah, it's we got a ways to go. Let's say that
If
much.
you could send Rokad over by send Rokad not with Miguel but Aston.
Aston. Okay.
Okay.
You do have enemy knights that will attack you, but where do you want this one? I mean, you can send these knights where you want to. But Sheridan going back to the capital?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can pick up some extra stuff, because this way you can save. I mean,
Yeah.
you're already
Or
spending money
I'll-
on
I'll
upkeeping
move
them. Might as well.
around. Are we done with monsters now?
I'm still trying to summon to fill everything here, because you still have
Salisbury's
more
full.
space.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out which one has more space
They're
to,
full
to
too.
utilize here.
Durst's team is full.
So
They're full.
it then comes down to
It
the
comes
two
down to,
knights
like,
here.
Humber.
Teeth and Caster. Caster has nothing. There's nothing here, so
Yeah.
I can get a couple goodies there, and
Yeah.
then you can move them where you want and all
Some
that.
dragons or something would be nice.
I don't think I'll get Langeborg anything unless I want to just get him something just so we can like take it somewhere. But I don't know if you're at the mana holding
I'm
of
not-
being able to do that
no,
right now.
I'm not at that much.
So like I would just get him something so you can quest him next time he comes back. Oh, I got a dragon I can fill or something
Yeah.
like that. But he's I don't think you have the mana to procure that.
Yeah.
15 points there. I could get a ghoul, but I don't know if it's really gonna
It's not
help,
worth
and
it.
I just really can't get really can't buy it right now.
Maybe top off teeth.
Teeth first.
Yeah, top off teeth.
Okay, so we have 130 I think there.
Yes, that is correct.
Oh wait, what can I even summon there?
Hydra. So
Wow.
I could go big. I mean, go big or go home. I could give
Yeah.
him a Hydra.
Actually, yeah. Give me.
And-
Give me. Can you fit? You can't fit 2 hydras.
No, they're
130?
eight apiece.
Yeah,
That'd be
you only
160,
want-
so-
Just do a hydra,
Um,
and then slap that sucker right on there,
so that'll help him out. I mean, that's a good.
and then a
It
merman.
says
That's a
50
good boon.
bucks,
A few
So
mermen.
That's 50. Yeah, I could get you a couple mermen. Well, it depends. Like, I'm gonna try to like get you something balanced. If there's something else, if there was a pixie
Yeah. that'd
or
be
unicorn, I would do that. But these are both like mini tanks, anyways. So
cool. Yeah, just do the merman because I'm on a water spot, and then grab a few. If you can, if you have enough to grab a few unicorns, throw them on what's his face. That's perfect. Okay.
all right, where's
over on
this?
Tora.
Where's he gonna go?
He's staying there.
Okay,
And then Tora,
Tora's moved.
or Toria, Thala,
Thalia?
excuse me, Thalia, Thala.
So
See if you can get any unicorns or something, some heals.
yeah, we'll eat up the rest of your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
two
actually
of
get
them.
that.
2 unicorns would be wonderful.
So I think that should work.
And then put him on with the Hydra and the Merman. Too bad they can't class the mages. That would be wonderful. Or I'll move them. I gotta move some other guys.
Oh, I gotta move to Calisant. So here,
Yeah.
okay. All right,
That's
all
all
your
I got,
mana's done,
so-
so you can go ahead and move all your stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, you can give me suggestions what you think, but I'm always gonna do like what I want to do if I think I need to balance it more.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
him as a knight though, he kind of does need some unicorns or a pixie or something, because like you might want to level him up, and if he dies, well, you're not leveling him up. So if he's got some heals, you could keep him in the battle for a while.
We forgot to put stuff on Kathleen. Oops.
Ah, that's true.
Okay.
Oh well.
It's okay. I don't mind.
This is the other reason why, if I'm doing the organize, I'm gonna check everything first. Like think about all the places that are directly adjacent to fights, and then fix that first, and then go from there. So.
I see, said the blind man as he picked up his hammer and saw.
That's why before you got here, Paul, I already had like everything like fixed and ready to go. And I'm just like, okay, Paul, you can move your knights. It's already set and done.
So you started without me.
Hey, I said I was gonna do the organize for that. It takes a while.
But I wasn't here. I am hurt.
You were here. You got here before.
But you started before I got here. I am hurt.
You could have said anything when I got here. You
I am hurt.
could have done anything else.
I'm saying it now. I am hurt.
Paul's bullshit. Paul, you're full of shit.
Hey!
You're bullshitting me right now.
Why is the gal questing?
Well, of course I am.
Back,
if I was actually really hurt, I think you'd know it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Alright, you guys. So, if you're done, you're going to go into attack mode, then save it in the attack mode, okay?
Yeah.
Slot 1, slot 2, just alternate it, you know, so.
We just slot 1 last time I saved it.
No, slot 2.
Slot 1, but like...
No, we did slot 2.
Slot 1, really. Trust me.
We saved it over slot 2.
I went to slot 1.
Are you sure about that?
Because there's only 2
We'll
files.
have a bet and
There's
see who's right.
There's
Who is right and who is wrong.
Slot 1, file 2. That's where I saved it. Slot 1, file 2. That's where I saved it. Not
okay.
slot 2, slot 1, file 2.
There we go.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
So you know that's right?
Okay, now we're at a... Now we're both speaking the same language here.
I thought we were before.
No.
Well,
I don't know
I
what
wasn't
you...
speaking gibberish.
No. Well, maybe I got that wrong. I don't know.
Trigger, you're admitting you were wrong?
Hey, it happens. There are times that has happened.
Wow.
If I am wrong, I will say I'm wrong.
If I'm wrong, and I'm never wrong. Dead into the fire, swamp. If I'm wrong, and I am never wrong.
I think that's what people get wrong about me. Because there's a lot of things that I learn, I acquire the knowledge for, I try to do it right and accurate, and then when I say I'm right and accurate, you know, some people probably think, oh, this guy always thinks he's right. Well, it's because I'm going to tell you what I found out is right. Or at least my opinion of what I think is right. But if I'm wrong, I'm going to say I'm wrong, you know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd either be God or a robot. One of the two, right?
Well, I'm wrong sometimes, so that proves that I'm not a robot right there.
You could just be saying that just to give us a false sense of security. Lure us into your devious trap.
We got a metallic guy here. How is metallic not a robot?
Metallic Mike, what do you think about all this?
I think Paul's a robot. I think Paul's definitely a robot.
We don't care what you think. Well, at least I don't care what you think.
Okay.
I think that's the case in the future, though, right, Metallic Mike? The robots aren't going to care what the humans think. Just like kill all humans, you know?
I have emotions.
That's what a robot would say, wouldn't it?
How can I? Hey,
I have emotions.
I have emotions. I am living and breathing.
you're the one who's talking like a robot, so you're the robot. I'm not.
Paul gets to make his attacks.
The other thing is, I think if you have to prove your point,
Then you lost already.
you might be a robot. You know, instead of the Jeff, what is it, Jeff Dunham or
You mean Jeff Foxworthy?
Jeff Foxworthy?
Yeah.
If you talk like Paul, you act like Paul, you think like Paul, you might be a robot. We're gonna do that from now on. Everything is gonna end in "you might be a robot."
Yeah.
Every single thing.
You might be, you're right.
I think that's great.
What do we got here?
So, oh yeah, hopefully all the levels of the volume and all that's good. It just Mike has to talk to the mic.
Mike has to talk to the mic.
Yeah, Mike has to get familiar with himself.
Yeah.
Once you learn yourself, Mike, you know, life's answers will just
appear.
flood into your face, and
Yep.
you don't have to worry about anything
yeah,
anymore.
so
Just be like, oh, I get it now. I get it. I don't have to struggle so much anymore. You know.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how that goes.
Oh, Norgard, do
Oh,
your
oh.
worst, man.
Yep.
That's.
I could go in there and
Trigger,
and
that was your time. Mike
have him
did
fight
auto.
you, like purposely
Mike
do it
did
myself.
auto. You're supposed to do that.
That's fine. However
No,
it
it's
happens.
not fine.
If we had the other player here, then they would get their chance, but it just didn't happen this way. We're just
I
gonna,
don't think it's right.
just gonna have fun with the scenario
I
the way it
just
is.
don't think it's right. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, well, alright, since Paul doesn't say it's right, Mike, I have to do that next time, okay?
You got that?
You have the auto.
Yes.
I have to hit the auto button just to make it official. You know?
That will make me very happy.
Good, good.
Oh,
We will-
what
we will-
happy is an emotion.
Actually, I was gonna say, how is that possible? It's gonna make you happy.
If you attack a castle, do they no longer get to make their attack?
You can attack. Just all depends on who goes first.
If you attack the castle and you get your attack off first, they don't move.
So like if I attack with Miguel from Letishno to here and run away, he can't attack from Zanas to Aston.
Yeah, you can stiff him over.
Okay.
You better. If you get your attack first on that one, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Well, we're coming all.
It's a dirty tactic that pretty much Valkos and Frost
Yeah.
did to me,
Baby, I
like
saw
all
this
the damn time.
Yes.
And then they complained about me teleporting them. I'm like, guys, come on, seriously.
This is.
I'm using a
Well,
real
hey,
battle
if he's
tactic,
gonna-
and you're using a dick move.
If he's gonna trick me into sending Grist up to Vianar and deal with that freaking gold dragon and hit me with Kai, yeah, I'm gonna do the dirty tactics. I'm a
Yeah.
tyrant, what can I say?
Well, hey,
Yeah.
you already killed the gold dragon last time, so you don't have to deal with that guy anymore.
Mhm. Dude, so many people did that to me.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I mean, it's a viable thing. It's kind of a dick move, but it's a viable thing. You know, it does happen. So, what can I do about it? I can't, like...
Not much. You can't
It'd be hard to bar that, though. It'd be hard to be like, well... You know, because then a person would be like, well, I really thought I could beat you with that one guy.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
How does he have 17
You know,
monsters
like,
everywhere? Holy crap.
He had a lot of mana left. You know, he had a ton of mana left, so...
Yeah.
He didn't have to give up any
You can't
territory
attack me
or
in that
start
case.
with a negative scenario
He
from
didn't
the
start
start.
with a negative. No, he started with like probably plus 2,000.
I think so, yeah.
Because he had like 6,000 mana last time. I'm running
Yeah,
out
but
of
you
gold mana.
you came back really
okay.
really fast.
Go on.
Dude, you came back really fast and really well. You know?
Yeah.
So, alright, so everybody else is here. Hey, welcome to the stream. Thank you for jumping in. I hope you're doing well tonight. Let us know about how your night's going. I'm about to make a plate of food. I didn't really eat, so I've got some leftovers and I've got some
It's fine. Eat
not
it.
leftovers, and so I'm gonna mix it up and have myself a cheesy
Smorgasbord?
bread steak and no, it's not steak.
A
It's
smorgasbord.
chicken and peppers and beans and bread and melted cheese. It's really good.
Smorgasbord.
Kind of a smorgasbord. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat something tonight. You know, these two knuckleheads are gonna go duke it out any second now. Did either of you save yet, or
Not yet.
okay? It's going fine.
No, when we get to the attack mode, then we'll do
Can't
that.
stand baked beans. It's not baked beans. It's black beans. But I do have baked beans too. But
No, I can't
I-
stand baked beans either myself, though.
no, I like baked beans at
I
a
don't.
campfire. At a campfire, baked beans are delicious.
I don't care where they are. I don't like them.
At a campfire for camping, it's delicious.
You didn't save it.
Let me.
Oh, we're supposed to save it.
Well, you
before
can
it
save it.
execute?
You can save it
I
at the
said save
campfire.
it in the
Save it here.
attack mode.
Well.
Going fine. Looking forward to some fine
you're
Brigandine
wrong,
time.
I'm right.
Okay then.
Alizair,
Who do you want to send?
Alizair,
Just
you,
Dash?
Give me
Alizair,
this.
you will
Give
get
me
some fine
Oh, yeah,
Brigandine
just
time.
Dash.
You will
Honestly,
be
I-
you will be getting that right now.
Don't you think so?
Right now.
No.
Reminding me of the guy from Dennis the Menace now. Which one of us? I don't know. We've been all talking like
Hey,
crazy.
Mr. Wilson!
The movie, the cartoon.
Yes!
Wait, we're saving
comics.
it here,
If you want to, you
Yeah, just save it.
or can we just keep rolling?
Just save it.
Just save it. Wait,
Save
are we
it.
taking an intermission?
No, I just
no.
want you to save it.
Oh, okay. Slot
In
one?
case
Yes.
something
Yeah.
shuts down.
Okay.
One or two, doesn't
No,
matter.
just whatever. It's fine. In case this has happened in the past, like And it's the funniest thing, too. The pride came before the fall in the past. I was like, you know what? I really don't need to save the game. It never crashes. Then we had a thunderstorm that happened, like, instantaneously. I lost all my power, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, and then, like, as soon as I
You
was
said
like,
a bad word.
yeah, sorry. I apologize. I'll try to keep the profanity down.
Your foul language.
But it really got me. I'm like, that never happens. Like, literally never happens. The whole stream shut down. Had to bring it back up. Didn't save it for like 3 battles. Had to do them all over again. I'm like, oh my god. I gotta do this all over again. Oh. So, yeah. Sometimes you can get random things that happen, but typically this game never... This game is really good for that. This game just never, like, breaks or shuts down. Unless you're playing on a disc and the disc reader starts acting up and, like...
Should wait your turn.
Skipping.
Yeah.
Remember how, like... The older consoles, they get
used
that
to
way.
do that, yeah.
You know, you're playing a... Oh, and Paul's playing what, King's Bounty or something? The game froze on you right before the end or something? You told me about some major catastrophe you had when you were playing one of your cartridge games. Just fried.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Shining Force 2?
I think Shining Force 2. But Shining Force 2 always has this, like, little trolley fairy that sometimes erases your file at random. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, we don't have your file, I can't find
That
it.
did just recently happen. I am still in mourning for that.
Shining Force does that like all the time.
I am really seriously.
That's the only thing that I'm angry about Shining Force, is that it'll just break your file and then the trolley fairy will come and say, oh, I'm sorry, I can't find your stuff.
No, it's a
Who
wish.
would build that into the system
Honestly,
unless
it's the
either
wish.
they knew there was a
In the
glitch in the
beginning,
system they
there's a
didn't want to
witch,
fix,
not
or
a
they
fairy.
purposely made a random break
Right.
to happen. I don't know which one it is, but it's disappointing.
That is disappointing.
The movie, the cook from Dennis feeds baked beans. Oh, okay,
Oh, I
yeah.
remember the movie. Yeah, it was Christopher
Baked
Lloyd.
beans,
He,
really?
He fed baked beans to a
Set a
rapper.
timer.
To a
Oh,
rapper.
Set a timer. No, I'm just kidding.
If we do some camping, I've got plenty of baked beans. So,
Baked beans.
you know, I
Yeah.
got that.
Yeah.
So yeah, campfires, camping, baked beans is like, I don't know why. It's like, it fills you up, you know.
Yeah, when he was feeding beans to a robber. That's what Dennis was doing.
Oh, beans to a robber.
Yeah, because he had to find a key that he thought was in the beans,
Mhm.
and then Christopher Lloyd's sleeping, and he farts roll out in the fire, and his blanket starts on fire. All that crap.
That's the only
was
probably
a little
annoying
much
thing
older
about
movie,
baked
but-
beans is
Well,
they
Would
do
you mind
make
if
you.
I have a slice of cheese, sir?
Yes, Mike.
I suppose, but
Okay.
when it's not your turn, I need to go make food in a
You
second.
do your thing.
You can
So,
go
yeah.
whenever you want. You're not in this battle. you
Oh, I know. In a second. I remember the first time I played PS2. It was like PS1 from the future. Yeah, it's just slightly better. It's like, hey, we got better graphics, and it's not gray. It's a cool black look. Isn't this awesome? PS2 is really like my favorite console. I think just because it like the Slim was just sleek and small, you could take it anywhere. It just had so many good games on it. I really do like the Super Nintendo stuff, but PS2 was really where I started liking a lot of games at that point. You know, because there was always good games on Super Nintendo, but they were all, you know, as soon as you went up to PS2, you're like, upgrade, upgrade, you know. That's kind of where you wanted to be, you know. All right, so I'm gonna go make something here. Raging Paul is like gonna get his shamble of an army in order.
Hey. Watch your mouth.
I mean, his really good
It's really
fourth
awesome.
best army.
No.
His fourth best army is just gonna kick a lot of butt. He's gonna kick a lot of tushy. And
Sugar, you cannot sugarcoat this crap. Go
um,
get your food.
you can sugarcoat crap, although I don't know anybody
wouldn't
that.
approve
I don't know why anybody would do it. I mean, if you put like, I don't know, like what are those sparkle things like glitter? Yeah, you could sprinkle glitter over. Yeah, that would work.
For a little while.
You know what? I saw on a Facebook post in the past these certain.
Just wait. I know, but not yet.
Yes,
Now it is.
Oh no, it wasn't a. Oh, it was. it was a Fluffy Talks video. He was talking about these women who were like displaying their poo, to see
where the best one.
They were like showcasing their bowel movements and discussing like, I don't know what they were discussing,
Well,
like how healthy they were or something.
Oh.
Well, so if you poop green, you're healthy?
I don't know. I suppose so. I think green might be the best, but
Green is good. Black
well, that
black
basically
is
means
bad.
you're eating a lot of vegetation, I think.
Well, black is bad, though. Black is really bad if you poop black.
Yeah.
And also red, not too good either.
All right, let's talk about something else. I don't want to. I
Let's
don't want to
see
get
over
over
You're
that.
talking about shit.
Hey, you said a bad word.
Yes, I did.
It's
All right.
called crap.
YouTube is going to demonetize my videos now because of
Yeah.
that.
Oh, not due to me.
You're welcome.
It's your
No, I'm just
fault
kidding.
and your fault.
No, literally, when I was streaming on YouTube,
Really?
they would if you said the S word,
Yeah.
like everything on the CC, for the closed caption, would just be blank for like a minute straight. And now they might be doing,
Yeah.
why is your centaur flying?
You cast Blight on the centaur. I don't know what he's
Okay,
doing,
I thought he
honestly.
put the Valmon boots on it. I was like, I don't think that can go there, but I guess. Like, why do you have a floating centaur?
I'm just doing crap.
All right, I'll be back.
Before I have to leave.
I'll be back, you guys.
Oh, Dang, get your hand out of there. Hey.
Got your hand in the cookie jar?
Yeah, well, he always has his hand in the cookie jar. He's the cookie monster. Okay, it's Daffy's turn. End. Oh no, Daffy. Oh, oops, I retreated Daffy. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah, I do this. I just eat just cheese.
Okay. Okay, you're kind of like Paul in that sense.
What kind of cheese is that?
Very basic.
Mild cheddar.
Mild.
No, I like
Hey!
exciting food too, but sometimes I just don't feel like cooking.
Exciting food like bread and bologna?
Yeah.
Oh, that bread and bologna, that is so good. I mean, you can't go wrong with bread and bologna, right? It's the best thing there is. Well, not the best thing, but it's a good thing. Some really good stuff was when you got that nice red striped bread, strawberry shortcake.
Just had a strawberry shake today. Missing that for the longest time.
I've always liked chocolate better than strawberry, though.
I like strawberry more than chocolate.
That's because you're weird, though.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Well, as long as you agree with me. I got
I like all the
got
weird
Ravage and Savage.
I like all the weird things. Most people are like, oh, it's nasty. Like I like pineapple on pizza.
That is pretty nasty,
No,
honestly.
that's a little.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that is nasty.
I like black licorice.
That is nasty too.
I don't.
Man, you're a nasty person.
I am a nasty person.
How did I not realize how nasty you were before?
How did I not know you were that nasty? Well, you do now, so there you go.
Yeah, I guess so. Be gentle, please.
Right here.
Oh, if you want to, that's fine. I'll just extra blast you when I try to kill you. That's the wrong spot. You were supposed to go in the middle of my army. Metallic Mike, why are you not doing what you say you're gonna do?
I never said I was gonna do that.
You said right here, and I said yes. So, I don't know.
It is what it is, I guess.
No, it's not what it is. Because Kill Off should not be a freaking Avenger. If I got Haley, I'd be okay with you getting Kill Off as an Avenger.
Can't kill off the kill off.
Oh, I'll kill him off eventually. When I find,
Never.
when I find him with a better army, I might be able to. Now you see this pixie?
Yep.
This is the backbone of my army. If you don't kill that pixie, you're not gonna win.
I see that.
Actually, you won't. Baynock. Baynock! Baynock! Baynock!
Okay, Dana.
Ew, what's that?
It's a sandwich. It's half a sandwich.
Yeah,
Right.
there's only one piece of bread, not two.
Well, it melts better that way.
You could fold it in half and make it more like a sandwich.
Well, I
if you
sort of
want.
do. It's kind of like taco it up, but
What is on there?
it's
Meat and
chicken
cheese
with
and
peppers
meat and cheese.
and onions. I think there are onions in there.
Yeah.
Are there beans in there, like you said?
There is some black bean in there, but then I put cheese on top, melt it.
you
So it's
got
all
meat
nice and
cheese
melty.
and meat
I don't know what to
and
call this. It's like a
cheese.
melty. It's like a melt, maybe. I guess a melt is appropriate,
Yeah.
probably. But Nene, I'd like to ask you a question. Well, not really ask a question, but I like to make a particular sandwich, and I feel like it's really good. But I usually get 2 different kinds of cheeses, 2 different sliced meats, usually some pretty good meats too. But some rye bread, to start. And then I get some romaine lettuce or some kind of some big lettuce. I guess you could do spinach if you want. But wash it, cut it, get it on the bottom. Before you put that down, I usually use horseradish sauce. I guess you could use honey mustard or something like that. But horseradish sauce on the bread,
Yeah.
on lettuce, lettuce on top, and then you put some sliced meat on one side and the other, and some cheese, then some other sliced meat like turkey and chicken or something like that, and then a different kind of cheese. Typically I go Swiss and then Munster, on the top.
Yeah, was that nice?
And then I get some sliced tomatoes, put that in there, and on the very top of that,
Good luck trying to steal this guy.
pour some honey down the
Trying
middle.
to hit me.
Just drizzle some honey
Really?
down the
See?
middle,
I told you.
and then you put it together. Get some toothpicks. It's a pretty big sandwich though, but I like it. It's strange, but the honey and the horseradish sauce kind of work together.
Can't go there.
Come on.
Know what I mean?
What a load of crap. That's where I'm going. That's
Hell's
what
outta
I'm
here.
talking about.
Hell's
I
outta
get
here.
One guy. I might be able to. Yes!
Oh my
yes!
God.
Yes! That's critical. That was sweet as peach to me.
More stuff I gotta summon.
Yeah. Seriously, if another 50 hits.
Yes!
Oh my
yes!
gosh.
Yes! Yes!
Oh
And
my
you're
God,
poisoned! Woohoo!
That's fine. I have too many frontliners here.
Yeah, Oh!
Yes.
Meat, lettuce, Doritos. You put Doritos in your sandwich. That's pretty cool.
Come on. Can you
Sometimes
do
I put
this?
fries in my sandwich
No,
if I go out.
Can you do this, my little griffin?
So I know what you
Come
mean.
on.
He can't do 124.
Yes, he can.
No, he can't.
Yes, he can.
How
Woo!
can he do 127? Seriously?
Yeah.
Whatever. That is what it is. Oh, he's a level 9? Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Someone's happy.
Yeah, I did. Before I lost the belt, I got at least one rock gun.
That's fine. I should have just waited, I guess, but whatever.
Yeah, but don't worry. I'll give that rock a hero. I'll give the rock a hero's funeral. Okay.
I would suggest, I don't know if you want to try it, but you can try it. Pour some honey in the middle of the sandwich, especially if it's kind of spicy, or it's like a horseradishy, or honey mustard can work too, but I like horseradish with a mixture of some honey in there too. It's the strangest thing, but I like it. I found that mayo
No, these are kind of
Doritos actually go together. Really?
I'm like, these are actually kind of.
Wait, mayo like Miracle Whip, or
These are hard battles.
is it Miracle Whip, or is it
They are hard in there. But it's,
what's-
not that much harder.
No, I know. I got this.
It's a lot easier.
Oh, mayonnaise. Okay, so like regular Hellman's mayonnaise or Miracle Whip? Because I know Miracle Whip isn't technically, well, I guess it's not. Miracle Whip isn't mayonnaise, right? Specifically, but I always feel like they're kind of in the same.
It's very.
They're kind of in the same
It's pretty close.
vicinity as far as a condiment. Like they're very close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a condiment.
Miracle Whip has. Well, no. Mayonnaise has more egg in it, I think. Right?
I think.
Oh, you like Miracle Whip and mayo? I like them both. Typically, if it's just like a basic sandwich, I sort of like Miracle Whip a little more. I don't know why. Maybe because there's more egg in it.
Whip. No, when someone whips me, it's so much fun.
Are you a masochist? Or, what is that called? I think I said the wrong word. Are you, do you like...
Dominatrix. That's
Are
what
you
it
a
is.
dominatrix, or do you have a dominatrix friend that you like? That helps you with these
No,
things?
I whip myself.
Oh, okay. So you're a flagellant.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
I have a lot of flatulence.
Keep that at your house, please.
Oops, sorry.
We don't want that here.
Just
Miracle Whip is
Okay,
better
so
for
I got
sandwiches.
all of
Mayo is
these
great for things
battles.
like burgers. Yes,
So
yes,
far, yeah.
yes.
Am I gonna get the one on Zanas?
I totally agree with you, Nene. Completely. But if you want to make a sandwich and it's crispy with some tomato and lettuce,
I was gonna do that.
try putting some honey in there.
Oh, does it
I don't know if
matter?
you ever tried it, but I really like that a lot.
Okay, I was just. trying
And
to see
honey's
if-
like very healthy for you. Like especially like seasonal allergies, honey is like that'll kind of take it away. Especially if you're getting local honey, you know, nearby.
I don't know if nights for all the castles I gotta do.
Hey, I feel your pain, buddy.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You
I have 2 castles with 1 night on them.
You have the whole Queen's territory, 6 castles right there easily, not to defend. 6 right there.
Well, I still have to defend it.
No, you don't.
I hate honey on bread. I can't get past the hard crunch. It does it taste the same? Well, if you make the sandwich like I said, the honey's right in the middle. So the honey's not on the bread. It's in the middle of the sandwich. You kind of taste it while you're eating it. More than like... Because I know what you mean. Like, I put honey on bread with peanut butter before. That can work, and that's good. It's kind of an alternative to jelly. But it tastes better when it's like on the lettuce or on the cheese or on the meat itself. Because then it's like... It doesn't conform with the bread, you know? 'Cause you know how like honey will melt in the bread and it just like becomes part of the bread because of the porous. If you put it on something that's not porous, then you can really taste it. That's the reason I suggest that, because I kind of know what you mean, you know, but like you really taste the honey. Like when I do it with that, the horseradish absorbs into the bread because I put the horseradish on the bread itself. And then that kind of absorbs, and then you get this little spicy taste and this little sweet taste too. It's like a back-to-back taste. It's really interesting. I love
You're
it.
just gonna run from every battle I fight you at?
No, I wasn't actually good. Okay. But I gotta regroup.
Paul's outsy.
I gotta regroup my whole army into a smaller area so I can spread out and destroy. We got 16 turns. I can do this.
Also, too, with honey,
And I'm not gonna lose on some battles, obviously.
like,
He's level 20 now.
Oh,
I can
good.
upgrade him to a Necromancer Meteor Doom.
there you go, man.
Oop.
You know,
Frickin' frick.
pure
Good luck
honey
with this
though.
one, hot shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I get the natural organic honey where it does crystallize.
Uno, dos,
Thing about it
tres.
crystallizing though is you just gotta like scrape off the crystal top because that's mostly sugar. You know, because as soon as it crystallizes, it just turns into raw sugar crystals. But I found a really good one
You have some
here in
power
Wisconsin
headers,
that
but-
like it hasn't crystallized. Like this one is still like, you know, I don't know, but
Did we just say this last time?
this one's lasted for a long
Just didn't
time.
say be careful where we're at last time.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of the brand off the top of my head. I could probably go look at it,
Frontline kite.
but I don't know if it helped because you'd have to find your own local honey place because it's really like, unless you're gonna travel somewhere. Like if you're gonna travel somewhere, like let's say you're gonna go to Arizona or something like that, and it's seasonal, and you're like, you got seasonal allergies. You probably want to get some local real honey there where you go, because then you're getting like the pollens from, all the stuff from nature that kind of helps you build your defense, against all that stuff. It's kind of like, okay. There's a beekeeper around here that I usually get honey from. I forgot where though. I only get honey occasionally. Yeah, I don't need to get too much. I got a jar that lasts me like months. I guess it depends on how many people are eating the honey. I don't put too much on it. I get like a spoonful or half a spoonful or something like that. Put it on some food or just eat it, Like it's the one sweet thing I will promote. I don't typically eat sugar. Sometimes I will get, like today I got a strawberry shake, but typically I try not to eat sugars.
Honey's a different sugar. It's like
well, it's a natural sugar.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's probably made for us, I think. I don't know.
Well, really, it's made for the bees.
Yeah,
but
we take it though.
We take it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We take those.
It's their fault anyway for taking out our sugar before we got it.
Is it? You know what? I've heard so many people say so many positive things about honey. Like, there's some natural foods that can just revitalize you just because of that natural food. Like, honey's one of them.
Surprised you didn't get that gin last time. He was low.
I love you way too much sugar. I love Reese's too, but I tried to get away from that for different reasons, family reasons. I try to get away from sugar, so I don't really eat a lot of it, but sometimes I will. Like today, I was just kind of like, I'm out. I'm about to get home. I might as well get something. And I was gonna get a soda, but because typically I have maybe one soda a day. It's my guilty pleasure probably, but then I was like, you know what? I haven't had a shake in a while, and it's been so damn hot for the past week, and it's gonna be pretty hot, coming up this week too.
That's because I'm here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm so hot.
See, that's a part of the reason. Diabetics in my family makes me nervous sometimes. Yeah, that's a part of the reason. Diabetes is not a good thing. You don't be poking yourself all the time if you don't have to. So I think you can have sugar. I think you can have these things. Just gotta kind of you just gotta pace yourself. You gotta find, okay, well, I had this many today. This is as many as I probably should have. I guess try to find a way, how much you feel comfortable having. I don't know how to make that a limit. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to other things, there's a certain amount of beers you can have, unless you're gonna go home or there's a limit to that. There's always a limit to all these things, but I don't know if there are any tables to look for limits for how much sugar you should have. Because Paul eats candy like crazy. Every time it comes over, it's a whole bag full of candy. I don't know if you eat the whole thing or what you do with it, but
not all of it all the time.
I'm just saying, you're crazy about candy, Paul.
Well,
Paul gets all the sour candy stuff. He eats all the sour gummy worms and all that stuff that I find.
Skittles.
See, they get on me about pineapple on pizza, but all that sour candy stuff,
sick.
I'm like, ugh. Yeah,
but
I can't.
Pineapple on pizza is
I can't
just
have
sick.
that. It's just.
That's why I get on you about it.
No, I'm just not a pineapple on pizza kind of person.
Some places when I've had it at some places, the pineapple's old, and then it really does taste bad. You could have had some bad experiences with that, because I've had some too. As I found, drinking a cold Coke rarely makes it taste a lot better than drinking it frequently. Okay. Well, if I don't have my soda fixed, then I usually have a coffee. I gotta have some kind of caffeine. It's not the sugar, it's the caffeine. I need to have at least a coffee or a soda a day, Otherwise, I'm just I'm pretty lethargic most of the time.
Yeah.
I need something to kind of wake me up. People drink more water. I do, but it doesn't wake me up. Otherwise, I'm like sleeping more in a day.
Yeah.
You know, can't sleep all day.
You could, but it's not good.
Fruit isn't good pizza toppings. Yeah, I get that from a lot of people. And I used to really be happy about mushrooms on pizza, but lately I'm not really into that. It's not bad, I'll eat it.
Yeah.
It just, like, every time I have it, it just tastes soggy. You know, it tastes almost like a calamari kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why. I'm just not really into
Well, it depends
mushrooms
upon
on
the
pizza
toppings you
now.
get, too. It depends upon the toppings you get too. 'Cause if you
But even when I get good
other
pizza
veggies.
and I bake it at home,
Yeah.
and I bake it to the right temperature, or even let it go a little bit more,
Yeah.
where it gets a little crispy, it's still like I don't know if they're making the slices too thick, which is probably the case. They probably sliced it too thick, and then it doesn't like heat up right, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's almost the same thing with bacon. Although some people like really like thick bacon, but for me, I like the thin bacon where it gets nice and crispy.
Yeah,
You know,
it's gotta be-
it can
I don't
crumble
like
in
it
your
stringy-
mouth.
I don't like it stringy.
Not burnt, but you know, it can
Crispy.
crumble in your mouth. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's like
I don't
that.
like stringy. When they have some stringy bacon, I hate that.
Well, that's typically when it's thick bacon and you haven't cooked it well enough.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of how that goes. But I know a lot of friends that love thick
I
bacon.
used this guy earlier.
Like they'll get on my case about that because I'm like, you don't like it thick, and I'm like, no, I like the thin, crispy stuff. You know, just kind of sort of like it's sort of like cheese. If it melts in your mouth, you know,
Yeah.
it's kind of like that. I kind of like that.
Can't really reach me. So there's no really point.
There is a-
Oh, and another thing too, like pizza, I don't like banana peppers on pizza.
I can't stand it either.
No, it's too big. It doesn't cook well enough. I don't know how. I don't like the taste of it. It doesn't. It tastes acidic. You know,
Yeah.
You could
it tastes
do
acidic. It doesn't taste.
You can't kill him.
Actually,
Probably because it tastes
Right.
acidic.
critical hit.
You cannot kill while driving. And even if you do stone him, his defense is higher. It's impossible.
Well, maybe I'll capture him then.
It's impossible.
How are you gonna capture him when you retreat?
He's gonna capture because we're retreating.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, he retreats and he captures a monster flying when he retreats.
Paul's like, wait, what? How did this monster leave my army?
Just sit down, getting shafted
How did
now!
that happen? It's like... I see
I don't
bacon.
believe it. He got it.
Bacon is a topping than a meal. Then thin slices add a lot of flavor. Yes, it do. You know what? I don't know if you know this, Nene. Maybe we discussed this the other day. Maybe we did talk about it the other day, but in Wisconsin in the past, they had some places like Denny's.
No, it's
Yeah, basically it was, but
They had like Denny's put bacon in ice cream. They were just little particles of bacon that was in ice cream, kind of like how you have Rocky Road.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, oh man, that's just nasty. Grease and milk
Right.
together? I don't know.
Wait,
Like,
bacon and ice cream?
well, they did that
Oh,
at
it's like
Denny's.
the
That was one of.
salty sweet thing. It's like the sweet and salty mix. Have you ever had chocolate covered bacon? I mean, with milk,
No.
it seems weird, but chocolate covered bacon is really good.
Okay. My dad tried to talk me into chocolate covered ants when I was a kid, but
I remember.
I don't remember if I had it or not.
I never tried.
They're real ants covered in chocolate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I remember you telling me. Yeah, my dog.
Because I think they
ate
die
chocolate-covered
being
ants.
suffocated in the chocolate.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do.
I don't know why people would eat it, but you know, people in other countries they
I
do
remember
different
you
things.
telling your dad always ate chocolate covered ants. Like, why?
No, I've heard about that, and I don't know if
know,
it's
but-
India or in the Philippine area or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they'll eat like
The bugs are what they usually eat, though.
cockroaches, like
yeah,
dead cockroaches
fry
and all kinds of
caterpillars as well.
insects.
Yeah.
They'll fry caterpillars.
Probably because they have
bugs
such a huge infestation, they're just like, what are we gonna do with this?
as well.
I guess we'll eat it. We'll eat that stuff. you
I
know?
saw a guy eating fried caterpillars out of a can.
Well, if you're in a wartime or if you're just lost in a forest, eating grub.
What?
Grub is a high source of
I didn't
protein.
think I was that close. Oh.
And now they're retreating?
Probably
Okay,
not
well,
the tastiest
that's your
thing,
own
but
damn fault.
I saw Bear Grylls. Oh, did you try out that Netflix thing with Bear Grylls where you you
Yeah,
go on the
yeah,
adventure
right.
and you can pick which way you want to go?
Yeah.
I did all that. That was kind of fun.
You named him Big Maddie?
Yeah. So Big Maddie, if you're here, I I went ahead and named the Bronze Golem Big Matty, so there you go. Never eat yeah. There are plenty of other things to eat other than insects. If you learn, if you educate yourself on a lot of botany, there's plenty of plant roots and plant material that you can eat. It just takes more to get that same kind of thing. But like even on that show, like he was showing like all these different edible things you could eat. Some of them were just the leaves. Some of them were the root parts. Like there were so many things. Like I really want to learn all about that, because you know there could be a situation where you're like, I'm pretty hungry. I have no food and I'm kind of lost. You know what is edible here? And there's plenty of plant life that is. There's obviously plenty that isn't. But if you kind of know, you could probably eat like the plant life over just grabbing a bunch of insects and just crunching them up.
Right. It's almost a safer call.
I wonder what kind of bad breath you'd have over eating like a handful of insects though. You just have like legs sticking out of your teeth and you're like, you know, maybe I could use that to clean the rest of my tooth. This one leg is really long. Oh, that's bad. That's really, really bad.
I would do it for you.
I suppose. What? Do you remember that one show in the past where that they had all these challenges you had to do? This one person I saw them, they had to eat a bunch of cave spiders.
Yeah.
They had to put the cave spider in the mouth and crunch, and it was too big for the mouth. You had to literally put the whole body in and crunch it.
Yeah.
The legs would fall out of your mouth, and then like they have to chew it up and then eat the legs later. I was like, that wasn't Fear Factor, was it?
Yeah, I
think it was Fear Factor. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like, what bug could you eat if you had to eat something? That'd be an interesting topic. What do you guys think? Like, if you had to eat bugs to survive.
Like a cricket. That's like
Crickets? You could eat crickets?
Probably not.
I don't think they're big enough. I'd say probably grasshoppers.
Like I said.
What?
Caterpillars you can eat. You have to
I think,
squeeze-
yeah, caterpillars.
No, listen,
But you gotta bite off the head.
No, you cut one end and then you squeeze out the guts and you eat the outer skin.
I thought you eat the guts.
No, you don't.
You don't eat the guts?
Not from what I've seen.
I thought you'd have to eat, like, the guts. I mean, that you're just eating the shell. Is there protein in the shell?
I don't know.
I'm sure you're eating some of the guts, so you just squeeze them out.
Well, maybe some, but not a lot.
Well, this has been... I've been lost for a full day. I don't see it as an issue. I've never got the whole wilderness survival of that. Caterpillars can get
Well, if you don't go
really hairy, though.
and caterpillars can be like poisonous.
Yeah, some I
Some
think maybe are. I think the ones that are very bright and colorful.
Yeah.
I think those are the really bad ones, like the really spotted ones.
Yeah.
I think I'm remembering correct that the spotted caterpillars, ones that have all the eyes on it, are like, watch out, you know, don't eat me, kind of thing.
I had a caterpillar, a yellow caterpillar once. You went in your cocoon.
You just threw it in your mouth and you're like, man, this tastes like a Pop-Tart.
Actually, honestly, it didn't taste that good. But,
I'm craving a Pop-Tart right now.
I'll see if I can get out of the blue. Yeah. Oh, the blue is never good. Oh, there's here he is. This guy attacked one of the guys once.
Right.
Oh, wait, I think I'm going to double turn off. I want to see the levels.
He only attacked with 2 armies. Oh, you did, okay.
You're wrong.
Apparently.
I was right. Metallic Mike was wrong.
That's okay.
Didn't see what I said. You were talking. I'm not going to say this one.
I don't know, it's stupid. I don't know it.
No.
So it's quicker. They're gonna retreat right away.
I know. But They might be stupid and like move one guy up to me, then have the other two retreat.
Look for a frog or something?
Maybe.
You want us to eat Kermit? How could you?
Kermit, come
How
on.
could you, Nene? How
Yeah,
could you?
it's already not easy
We can't eat Kermit.
It's already not easy being green for him.
I know. Unless you really are, you know,
Yeah.
having a delicious taste and spot for some froggy legs, you know.
Froggy legs or
Frog
something?
legs, frog legs, frog legs.
I saw this other video the other day that was like, you know, these Bayou guys, they were getting a bunch of frogs, you know, getting a bunch of frog legs.
Yeah.
I was thinking, how? I don't know. I don't know if I'd like that. Are frog legs really oily?
Well, some people say that they are tasty, but I don't really care.
Because most people say anything
would
tastes
try
like chicken, especially snake or reptile, but I don't know how
like
true that is.
Alligator says they taste like chicken.
Apparently duck is very oily,
Yeah.
which I think I've had that long ago, but I don't remember anymore. Is Norgard just going to move out of the way completely for everybody?
I think so. Yeah.
Pretty
They're just
much.
completely on the run?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know anyway. I didn't think that was.
Kirkman runs right out and smacks Garrett in the face.
Okay.
I'm guessing that's all the battles.
Yeah.
I think I have one more though.
You guys want some grapes?
I'll have to agree.
I'm okay.
I got a bunch of grapes. So I'm having grapes right now,
Just
Nene.
wanna run through the
So we don't have to worry about eating insects
Oh,
because
diary.
we have grapes, so we don't need insects. You know. I had alligator jerky one time. Tastes a lot like regular jerky, but just slightly more avian. Really?
My-
It tastes
What's
bird-like?
the rabbit? Is it good or not?
That time
Yeah, it's
you're
good.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
like, oh, that's this one.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, you could see it if you want, but I mean, just... We'll see if you get them. Who has Hayud anyways?
I do.
Oh, okay.
He joined. It said joins.
You're sure.
I think so. But of course, I keep getting.
Birds evolved from reptiles.
Who is Belgar?
That's what they say. Probably, yeah.
Why do I keep getting this honey pot?
Because they like honey.
Sweet, sweet honey!
Finally, Liel, do you get something good? Speed tonic.
Ooh.
I'm cool with that. Who is Shaluna?
I think you should know.
It's interesting, but like,
I'm not sure, guys.
different animals taste really different. Like deer, buffalo, that all tastes very different than
I don't know, I just want to look at it.
a lot of the other ones. I'd have to say venison is probably my favorite meat, if I can get it.
Sam.
Oh.
Just look at the domain quick.
Like,
All right, so we're back to organization. Holy cow, you guys really like
yeah.
move around.
Just suck right now.
So, all right, Iscalio's in the lead with 7 extra castles. Holy cow, Raging Paul.
Told you, I gotta.
Hey, put Kai right out there.
Raging Paul's gonna be pouting Paul pretty soon here. Look at
That's
this.
fine.
He's all surrounded, all by his lonesome. Man,
Okay.
Talik Mike, you really did a number on that territory there.
I gotta get more. I gotta get better knights. And
We might have to use Langenborg.
We're not using language.
We're not using Langenborg. Just forget that idea.
How much mana do I even have? Can you check my mana upkeep now?
Sorry, now he has 2,000.
22.
Okay, that's not.
So we've got just that much too, you know.
Can we fit a Hydra there?
I hate stat tonics. Every time I see them, I'm disappointed that it isn't a rune potion or an area potion. You know, only like if I'm going to end game and I want to level up one knight, do I really like it. But all right, so we could get some for here. Guess we kind of need to.
Throw another Hydra?
Yeah, we could probably get a Hydro, I guess.
I mean, there's really nothing else I can get there.
There's a couple things, but it's all very tiny.
Yeah.
It's very dinky, you know. It's not the best. Do we have
Okay, so
anybody
that
at
team is
Cal?
good.
Did we put anything at Caerleon?
That team is good.
Okay. Do we put anything at
We
Caerleon?
did put stuff at Caerleon.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock out some of this stuff because that'll actually help out you a lot.
You can leave Victoria's, or whoever that is, you can leave her stuff there.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave all that alone. I just want to I want to fill you up, man. Make you full. Totally full.
Full.
Full of stuff. Doesn't matter whether it's good or bad, it's stuff.
Well, you're full of something.
It's
but
full of something. Wait, weed?
wait.
Look, guys, this Mantrake's name is Weed.
Put weed up my team instead of the other one.
Okay.
That doesn't count as my monster switch, it's just for the name.
Okay. I never named any of this stuff. I just named Big Maddie, and yeah, I think that's all I named. Okay, so you got 2 extra nights there, and they're good. You don't have to summon anything there. Really can't summon anything there. There is 10 points, but I don't think I can fit anything. Ooh,
Oh,
you
can't
got
fit something there.
so we got 75.
I think there's a dragon there too.
Oh wait.
And I
You know
would
what?
prefer
I
that.
actually need to before we do all that. I don't know. You didn't class anything up, did you?
No, I do need to class up, not him, other team.
Okay, so 75 here. Let's get that. Let's get that going. 75. That's.
If I can make a call for my monster, I would prefer an extra angel on that team.
That's 85.
Yes, I know, but
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then we're gonna have to
Get rid of the
finagle some things. So. Okay. Generally try to save rune potions, though. I keep them until I need rune power to upgrade a unit. Yes.
Resist Skittles.
if
Well,
you could get rid of the scorpion and finagle it, that'd
with
be
an
awesome.
angel, I don't know if I can change all that out, but I mean there is no, because that's 80, then 85, it's 5 off. I gotta change this to it's 30, 35.
I mean, you could just get rid of the mandrake, I guess. I'd prefer if you could. Wait, what level is that scorpion?
3.
It's pain.
I think I'm just gonna get rid of Thistle here, or Skittles.
I would rather keep Skittles. I've got.
I'm gonna get rid of Thistle,
Yeah,
and we'll get you that
that angel.
angel.
Ooh, and I might be able to fit another scorpion in there as well.
We'll see, possibly.
Because it was only 10 points off, and then you took 30 out. So yeah, I can
Mhm.
fit another scorpion.
Probably. Go ahead and do this.
Okay. Now.
Okay. All right, so this we have to check out.
he's
Oh wait,
talking
that's
about-
right. We don't have to do that. This one.
Yeah, that's the one that needs it.
Okay. Level 3 Doggle.
I need something in Doggle's spot and something in her spot.
There's no classing here.
Preferably some healers if they're there.
Yeah, you only got 4 right now.
I know it's not enough.
All right, so this is all kerfobbled here. I think we'll move this up. Make this a little tankier, hopefully. I'll do that. That evens that out. Okay, dog. Jeez, you need a lot. Okay, so that's 30 and 170. Here's the 30. 170.
I would
That's.
prefer rocks.
I think
you
that's
do
a
your thing.
good. I think that no. Well, I don't know how much else you have to summon,
I don't think I have much else. Honestly, everything else is topped off.
so I'm just gonna kind of peek around here though.
Oh, that's who needed to be classed up, but
Oh, this one here,
yeah.
Yeah, the Necromancer.
Necromancer, just not allowed to be seen in China.
It's a raven.
You want to fight with a raven?
Yep.
That's another reason to change the name to Raven. Some reason that is not allowed. I don't know why. Maybe they had a surge of necromancers they don't want to talk about or have people know about.
Yeah, I think everything else is topped off.
Probably. Wait, you didn't fight here, did you? Oh wait, you fought.
But I'm in a quest line board anyway.
Where did you go?
Right there.
You went here. Ooh.
I would prefer that southern team be topped off though, because Kai is not. And this team is just surrounded by Norgard, which they're not going to get touched.
Yeah, yeah. So here. So we'll start here. So that's 30, 170. So.
And you already summoned a Jin.
Mm-hmm. Just organize this. So 2 rocks. Oh, jeez, what am I doing? 2 rocks and yeah, 2 rocks and a Jin. That should
2
work.
rocks and a Uni?
No, that's 140 and then 40. That's 180. You only got 170.
Oh, yeah.
So 2 rocks and a Jin is what you can get. Or I could do a rock, clay golem, and a unicorn. I could do that. Or the 2 rocks. I said I was gonna.
Go back to see what the team is like.
Well, she is a healer, so you don't technically need another healer here. That would be a little over the top.
I have plans for Hadrian.
So I'm gonna get you 2 rocks and a Jin. So then that's balanced, because that's what I said. I'm gonna balance everything I can balance. So
Yep. You do you.
everything will be as balanced as possible. So she's the healer, doesn't need another healer, although that can help. But you got some tanks, you got some range, you got some heals. It's all good. Equipment though, I don't know if you want to. Well, you have no extra equipment.
I do have a Thunder Axe.
He has the Thunder Axe.
Oh, he has it.
Yeah, so he has the Thunder Axe on right now. Wait, you got an item right?
Yeah.
Ooh, a speed tonic.
Yeah, I want to use that on who I want to though.
Okay, I'll let you do that in a second here, but
Am I out of mana now?
you are very close to being completely out. Yes. We do need to probably.
Ooh, I would like to move a few things on this team, but I guess it's balanced. So, oh no, those are level 8s. That's right. Those are level 8 scopes.
Languid Borg is just sitting pretty. Sandwich board? You can call him sandwich board, I guess. No classes here. Although you both have opportunities to class. It does take, I think, more than 5, maybe 10 levels to do 5 levels in this game, I think.
For what?
To class them up. Or else it's the original game. I think it's the original game, maybe. But you can change people to ninjas once they have the grappler mastered, and they have 75 agility. So I think they have to have both of those in order to do that. I could get some stuff for Kawakwes, but as far as summoning goes, it's only. Well, do you want me to top off something, or do you want to save it?
Just save it, I guess.
Sure.
I mean, I guess. What's that, Caerleon? I'm gonna have to rearrange some knights anyway. I gotta
You're gonna have to rearrange a lot of knights probably, because you have so much spread out, kind of all over the place. But you do have a couple extra things in some extra castles. Just beware.
Yeah.
Like Hervery has an extra. Caerleon has an extra.
Yeah.
And what else?
And that one right there. Fado.
Fado has an extra.
Yeah, it's that center.
That's a good one. That's a good centaur actually. So yeah, if you want to save it, then go ahead and do your items and do your night movements and all that stuff. Well, I wouldn't save it now. No, I mean I didn't mean save it. I mean go ahead and do your night.
Do my stuff.
Yeah, do your stuff. We'll save it later.
Shave her up later.
We will shave it up later. So you are everywhere.
That I am, good sir.
You cut off Paul's territories like really well.
Huh?
Paul's cut off.
I know.
Paul,
He's cut off in
Iscalio was cut off like that initially, and now Caerleon's cut off just the same way.
Yeah.
I want good armies and I'm not fighting you.
What do you got here?
My crap armies are
That's
fighting.
all you got there? Okay.
My crap armies are the ones that are fighting me.
This is gonna be fun.
Just make sure you do your tonic first before you forget.
Yeah, yeah.
Because typically I do the tonic right away, potion right away, so I don't forget. Because later on, after all the movement, then you're like, oh, okay, I'm all done, I can go. And then you're like, ah, damn it, I didn't equip that potion. I didn't give him the potion.
Well, you might need to reorganize here.
You're gonna give your opponent advice.
I guess. I know what you need.
I guess you can, but I don't know how that helps you.
It doesn't. But...
You're being friendly though, so that's nice.
Yeah.
It's always good to be friendly. Holy cow, anti-magic ring on Driss, wow. Not bad. Oh no! Oh my god. 105 agility on Driss.
He's faster than the bomb.
That's gonna be a chore now, Raging Paul. 105. I mean, I've gotten him to like 111 or 120 or something before, because you can, but you guys actually might be able to level up your knights probably all the way this time, because it's just you two.
Yeah.
So you butt heads for like the longest time. You might be able to.
Actually, no. You know what? We're gonna do this.
You gotta use them somewhere. I mean, you don't have to, but...
Yeah.
I think Paul's going to be a little user organized. He's got like 3 castles where his knights are on.
I don't think he can
Okay.
even move half of his knights.
No, some of them he can't. Aston is kind of like...
I don't need to move in here.
Aston is a little choked right here with movement.
Come back.
You do you, Paul. You do you. I'm thinking you guys will finish off Norgard pretty quick, though.
More than likely, yeah.
What does Norgard have left? Like 3 castles?
Yeah, they got more than that. They got like 5. I think.
Well, they got 2 there. Yeah, I think they got their capital still, right?
Yeah.
So they've got Norgard's down to 3 castles now. Then
4 actually.
are you sure? Cardiff is still what holding them? Okay. Oh no, it's Senedon.
Whatever it is. They have 2 there and then Gianna.
Mm-hmm.
Scars.
Yep, Norgard is down to 4. They have 2 capitals though, so they have like probably the best mana growth because of that. I mean, Logres and Flogru. Flogru's not the best. Technically, Paul's got the best growth capital, but
Yeah, Linus is the best.
I think those 2 combinations probably beat out everybody right now. Ooh. That's a lot of beef. That's a lot of beef. Just got to figure out where Langenborg and Miguel are going. I would say Langenborg can go fly a kite, but I mean, you might have to use them. Technically, you might actually have to.
Let's go fly.
It quite literally could be one of the main options you're going to have to do at some point. You know? I can really understand how hard this is to think about this, though. Because most of these knights are just kind of like, blah.
I'm calling clock.
You can make them good, but right now, they're like you're trying to, you're hoping to use them to fight Kai right now, which is like what I'm thinking you're trying to do. I'm just thinking, yeah, about that.
Good luck with that one, fucking Kai.
Yeah. Project Knights are fun and all, but in a real multiplayer against another person, that's a different story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A totally different
With
story.
AI, you can just sit there and, you know...
AI is fine. Like, you just, like, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep this one out of the battle. He'll never get in battle. And then fighting another person, like, wait, why are you trying to get close to my weak knight? Just stay away. No, no. And then he died. It's like... yeah. You are so spread out, dude.
That's okay, though.
You gotta defend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I have to defend like 12.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You have 11 castles you have to fully defend. You don't even have the knights for that.
No, I do not. Kai needs to somehow reconnect here.
If you break it down into 2 knights
Kai
apiece,
needs to reconnect here, or you're gonna wait. I wonder what his mana drain is gonna be like if he loses a bunch of castles. Because he's got.
well, it'll just convert to you. You get that mana gain, he doesn't.
I know.
That's what's gonna happen. Because I can't move guys around. Not enough, at least.
I have grapes, everybody. Come to the stream, you could get some for free. Reach through your TV, and you will find a grape in your hand.
I think that's all.
Or you might hurt your knuckles in case you don't have that kind of sorcery skill to do that. But I'm holding out some grapes.
You've been looking at this for the past 20 minutes.
If you have the magic of prowess to be able to do so, you can get free grapes from me. So I have a ton of them. Okay. What do we got to do, buddy? A lot of maintenance.
This is the only team that can be filled up. I'm pretty sure, because none of his other teams lost any monsters. But you can check.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
Can do any fights at all?
Unless you get a scorpion there.
Do you think you classed up anybody, Paul?
Wait, did I class? Did he not class?
No, I'm saying,
I
did you
thought you
did
changed
you?
it to a raven, didn't you?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You're not gonna see.
Oh, you're not gonna see it till the next time.
Yeah, you're not gonna see that.
You can check. I don't think I'm plastic.
The only things that need to be summoned. I don't think anyone can class either. We didn't see it. We gotta double check.
He's 13, but okay. So I guess really nothing, Paul. Then, hey.
Go to Kaiser.
You know what? Let me check out some classing options here.
Oh, I turned it here.
Oh, I know. I just didn't know if you when you want to change back. I don't know when she's ready. Okay, nobody can class. Let's check out the. Ooh, you got that. Who do you want that on? You got a Talon. You can't use the Elven Bow. Nobody's an archer.
Yeah.
But who do you think the Death Amulet should be for?
Go to Lance's army and
You could give it to Dinadan.
right there.
Shouldn't have said that, but-
Oh wait, did you
I didn't class him up. He just got there. He just
say you
got
did a
hey,
battle?
yeah.
Somebody. See,
Yep.
I had a feeling you had somebody to class up.
Yeah.
Do you want the Guardian or?
Yes, I do. I
all right.
want
Or the
Guardian.
barbarian.
We could do Barbarian, and we could have some fun with that.
No, I want a Guardian.
You could
now.
really.
I want a Guardian now.
Keep going down. Oh,
It's just a Ranger.
I want a Guardian now.
Yeah. Okay. No, we're just trying to help, Paul. That's all.
I know, but you're just.
In our weird way, we're trying to help.
In a weird way.
I can get something bigger here. I can get rid of like something like this, and there's still 25 to go.
What could you get? What can you say?
It's still worth, so probably nothing great.
Yeah.
It's worth still, so.
Well.
We could go to Griffin. I could switch something out for Griffin. I think
guess
that'd be
you could
enough
take
points
a
for that.
You can take a Griffin.
I think it's like 20 points there. Let's just check. Let's double check. I just want to make sure I'm not wasting anything good. So it's
I mean, don't you want some backline fighters?
Unless you
Just
want
saying,
the
just
more range, but I'm thinking you have a lot of range. I mean, you got Dragon, Archer, Jin.
I have a lot of range already.
I'm thinking another tanky thing could be good. At least that would fill it up to
the only thing
max.
that's really good tank and deal with it would be the Griffin.
I'm just saying this would fill it up to max if I give you a Griffin.
Yeah,
So
Griffin.
I'm thinking that's a good call, but because you do have other things you need to summon, but you do have a lot of juice, man. You got a lot of juice there, so you're pretty good on that end.
What's his mana upkeep like? Because he's got like.
Well, he had
15
4,000 to start, so
Well, he's got
That's not my
4
upkeep,
castles.
yeah, we'll check it out. Oh, equipment. You want Lance with the Death Amulet? Or keep dark attacks from hurting him?
That might be beneficial.
You could give it to Garrett, I suppose, or actually
Probably better
Isphis
for Isphis.
could work on too. You know, depends on how you feel. Like if he's gonna be in the front lines, or
Well,
you know, you're gonna get a hit with it.
Put it on him.
All right.
He's in the front lines, actually.
Okay, we got a.
Talon,
I don't know where you have a rock. Do you remember? If you have one.
I think he has one.
Okay, so here's your upkeep.
Still plus on side.
Okay.
So here's your mana yield and your mana drain. So you're getting plus 669.
Might want to be careful summoning things. Every time you summon a monster, it has an upkeep. That's why I had you get rid of all the crab monsters in the beginning, because I had no upkeep.
I didn't really get rid of them. I just put them in stock.
I'm not.
You got rid of like
I got rid of like
4 clay golems.
3 things
So
probably
many things,
that
though.
didn't really have any upkeep anyways.
I don't know. Do you?
So wait, I don't think you have any talons or rocks, Paul.
No, he doesn't.
I
have any rocks.
don't know.
I don't think you have any.
I don't.
Maybe on that bottom team there, but
No,
that's,
no, no,
I
no.
don't think he has a rock
I
there.
don't have any rocks.
Not even one tiny rock. That's fairly disappointing. Just remember that for next time. Once you got that talon, wait for a rock. If you
You want
get
to summon some stuff?
grab one.
No.
So
I don't. I want to save as much money right now until I can reconnect.
you're still in a. You have plus 600 and you have
I know,
like a giant
but
pool
listen,
here. So
I have a lot of empty castles that he's gonna take out right now. I have to keep as much as I possibly can. Don't summon anything.
okay. Well, all I could really do, like, to fill up something is probably get like a scorpion or a ghoul to fill up these two.
What did I
And
say?
their upkeep is like 5 or 10. It's very
Well, then that's
pitiful.
different.
If you want small stuff, I can summon some small stuff just to top off a couple things here, if I can. Which I don't know if this one can.
Not much.
A scorpion, so I get a scorpion. I mean, just look at this.
Well, go all the way down.
Upkeep of 10. You're really not losing.
Go all the way down. What else
much.
can you summon though?
What's the giant?
A couple meaty things, but
There.
28. It's not too bad. I mean, dragons and rocks and that sort of stuff. Once you get into the 70s, then you're
That's like 30,
that-
40.
yeah, then you're really like eating into your pool. So, yeah, like scorpions and ghouls is really not gonna. It's not gonna break the bank. It's very, very minuscule. So there's 20 points there. Almost enough for that. 42.
I feel like it's almost like half of the room cost.
Yeah, they're pretty high. When you get past 70, then it gets steep.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I don't get like a bunch of dragons all the time, because like it'll just drain you immediately. And plus, there's no reason for that. You might as well have some variety and some options. You know,
All he
you
has
get some.
is dragons.
I have a lot of
Look at that. There's like 20 dragons on this castle.
Yeah, well.
That's fine. That is what it is.
Okay, so I can get you one scorpion, and that's pretty much it. So I guess you'll probably save the rest of it, Paul. Which is I'm thinking what you probably want to do, but yeah, that's pretty much all you got here, Paul. So I don't think you
So
could.
do you want to move your?
Ooh. Oh, that's almost a 10 there. What's this? Ah,
If
he almost had that.
I would have had one.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, I'll capture it.
Yeah, almost had it.
Sure.
Okay,
Well,
so
hey, if you want me to
so
stay
Paul
in fight, you're gonna
said
have to go for-
Paul said you don't have any items, do you? No items, okay.
Does he have any equips?
I already did that.
It's just the town.
Oh yeah, yeah, we did that.
Yeah. So Paul, you can go ahead and take charge, move what you want, where you want. Go in the attack phase. In the attack phase, whoever gets it, please save the game.
Most likely we'll lose my hand.
Which I think is Iscalio. Right
Do you
now.
want to move any of those guys, or are you
I'm
gonna?
just looking to see what crap they have. I really can't move a lot of guys around though, seriously.
Okay.
No, I could, but I,
Well, look at the map. Actually, look at the map. I want to see how,
Yeah. Look at that.
see what the score is right now. Yep. Okay, so we saw this. So Iscalio's ahead. Raging Paul, you got what?
You could pull back
Fort
here and
Castle?
try to hold it, but I mean, you do you.
Well,
It's up to
you're
you.
also trying to attack Norgard, and you both could probably knock out Norgard this next turn. Frost, hey Frosty, how you doing? How's it going tonight, Frost? I've been waiting for you to show up, buddy.
Oh, that.
Is it bath time with the rubber ducky? Is that what's going on? Or maybe that was we were talking earlier. So, sorry, man. I don't mean to call you out. Holy cow! Langenborg's gonna actually attack and win.
He's gonna take a castle.
Oh, shit.
all for
that's
himself.
because no one's there.
Langenborg actually gets to do something. Frost! Langenborg's actually doing something in this game. Dude, set up my laptop when I saw how. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna take over an empty castle at Listenoise. He's actually doing something. He's actually doing.
Don't let it
You did something right, Langenborg.
Don't let it go to his head, please.
Mm-hmm.
If it goes to go to his head, he's like, oh, I'm so good, and then he's gonna do something stupid.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Frost, I was telling you earlier, probably the next multiplayer is going to be a Masters tournament. So it's going to be like a 4-player thing. And Valko said that he probably would be up for it. If you want to be up for it too, then it's probably going to be Metallic Mike, Raging Paul versus you two, but everybody's individual teams. So everybody's individual teams will randomly pick countries, because everybody seems to like that idea, apparently. It's going to be... The playable countries are going to be Nuomechia, Caerleon, Iscalio, and Leonia. And Norgard will be teamed up with Almechia and Leonia. And Escaris will be teamed up with the 2 southern countries. But if the 2... So Norgard and Iscarius are constantly fighting each other, but those are AI. So if one of the other teams breaks through, it kind of helps the middle AI country. But we're just going to play for... we're going to play for points. We're going to play for like 16 rounds, something like this. Try to get as many days as we can. Whoever can do whatever days, we're going to like have that open for that option. Plus, I'm going to be doing that... that crazy cross mod that you're enjoying too. So it's going to be on cross mod too. And if everybody wants to agree to it too, we'll have a time limit for turning, for using turns and stuff. And so if people go over, like we might do like a chess clock, you know, so if you'll have like a 15 or 20 minute timer. Like if you guys are playing with the internet, we'll give you a couple extra minutes of lag time. We'll probably do like a countdown timer, so every time you switch, I'll click a button and it'll start a new timer for the opponent. And then if you run out of the timer, you have to auto your guys. So each battle will only have a certain amount of time for you to set up and do everything you want. So that's another option. People have given me that idea, and I think it could work. I just have to like get everybody to agree on it. If one person disagrees, then we won't do that. But other than that, like so you'd have all 4 people versus each other, no teams for them, but they would be teamed up with one of the AIs. So if you're east or west, you're teamed up with Norgard. If you're south, you're teamed up with Iscaris. Iscaris and Norgard just battle against each other like forever, and you guys would fight pretty much just each other. The only thing is Nuameki would actually get a chance to fight the Empire, but that gives them an alternate option versus going down and beating their head on a Sequest, because attacking Sequest against Kai, like that's a really terrible. That is a really, really hard battle.
Yes.
So it gives Omeki a kind of an option. And plus, if the Queen gets down and takes over Aston, then they have the option to fight Iscaris. So it gives them the option there. You know? So eventually it could turn all around. But yeah, that's sort of the premise. I think it's pretty fair, because then everybody gets to kind of like focus on each other more than the AI, you know? So
That's why I'm surprised you didn't reorganize. Like move something down here.
If I move that, then Viner takes me over.
Yeah, well, at least
yes, you can actually do that. You can I can ally with, like, if I was playing Caerleon, I could ally with Norgard.
You might have to push through this way
And
to get back here.
Norgard could be allied with Iscalio,
Or I guess you're just
but I'm not allied with Iscalio as
I
Caerleon.
guess if you take this, you'll at least have to only defend.
So you can do
Yeah,
that.
we'll have shit anyway.
It's sort of like,
Yeah, but you can at least push out and like you'll have enough.
it's kind of like if we had a civil war,
You'll have enough teams.
Canada would probably still be allied with us, but they might help out both sides, but they wouldn't like fight us. You know, like they would probably be on our side. They'd probably help out both sides depending upon who they want. Like if it was North versus South, then obviously they'd probably help out the North more. But if it was East versus West in a civil war with the United States, then Canada could help out both sides, just depending upon where they're at and how they feel. You know, when you got it written out, so we avoid misunderstanding. Say surrendering castles to an ally. Well, we'd have to go through a lot of that opportunity and understanding too. If we had it where it was you 4 fighting, I will do all the organization. So whatever happens with the organization is going to be the same thing here. I'm going to go through it. I might simplify it and just do what I feel is best, so that we can just push through it, and then, you know, everybody gets all pretty much equalized teams and stuff. The only thing I've done so far that's maybe a little bit off is I'm giving everybody one monster opportunity to move. So they tell me what monster they want moved, one of them, and then I'll rebalance it and organize it for that team. You can give me an opinion, but I'll follow it if I want to, or else I'm going to probably balance the team the way I think is best. After that, you get to move all your knights where you want, you get to attack where you want, you do all the battles yourself, and I'm just kind of having fun, getting a chance to talk to people, you know. So as far as like surrendering castles and such, you wouldn't actually be allied to, like, if it's the AI, you really can't surrender. You can't surrender a castle to an AI ally.
Honestly,
At least I don't. Yeah, I don't know how that'll work.
if I can't regroup with enough, I might have to just see how this goes.
We should keep going. Keep going.
We will keep going for a while, but if I can't, if
Are you ready?
Yes, but if eventually if things happen,
Oh, come on, Paul. We only did like one episode. So far.
no, but
Don't give up immediately.
I just lost.
Set up a
I
plan.
just lost 3 freaking castles.
Set up a plan.
I'm trying to connect back up in the north now.
Set up a plan. Knock down the pins. All you gotta do.
Yeah. Let's see you try this.
Oh, you're coming at me with that team?
What else am I gonna do?
Okay.
I gotta do something.
That was kind of funny though, Frost.
I
With the surrendering castles thing. I think Mikey, you even talked to me about that before.
What?
If we were allied with a certain scenario, we could surrender castles to each other, but we'd have to agree upon it. Like, if someone didn't like it, then it'd be like, well, gotta have some kind of repercussion if you just forced it or something. But
right.
I think if you have a human AI, or not a human, what am I talking about? I've got my robot friend over here. That's why I'm screwing up all my train of thought. if you have a human ally, then I think you should be able to trade castles, depending upon how the game's set up. If two people have an option to trade castles, I think that should be playable. But if two allies are like not even connected to each other, and the other two are, then I think that might be a problem. But I think trading castles is a fair, legitimate tactic. I think it's just as long as everybody gets to do it and everybody's like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. If I needed something, I could trade this castle, and then they're like, oh, okay, that's fine. I think as long as everybody gets to do it, I'd say it's fair. To a good tactical way, not just like, I don't know. I can't think of any non-good tactical way, so I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking about for the next one. It's going to be a 4v4. Everybody gets a little country. Obviously, Nuomechia and Caerleon get one less castle than everybody else, which does suck. But what can you do? That's the way the game is, Plus, Kai and Nuomechia's got great knights. Kai has great knights, so that kind of offsets that too. Plus, Caerleon gets a really good castle for mana growth. I mean, I don't say it's like... That's probably one of the most fair things to do for like a 4-player thing, is just to have the 4 little countries fight each other. Probably the most fair thing ever.
Which I kind of hate, but nothing I can do about it. Move her up to there, that's fine. No.
Oh, Paul's trying to
juke me out.
Yeah, he's trying to juke you out. Yeah, but Frost definitely will let you know. That's going to be around winter, though. So I'm going to do a summer thing and then a winter thing. I'm going to have probably like a couple multiplayers because I can't run. Thing is, it was fun to do it, but I can't do that ever again. I cannot do a year-long multiplayer. I had no time to go anywhere, couldn't really vacation much. Like, if I did, just waiting to come back to do this, like, no free time at all. And plus, the more people you include, the more free time you're taking away from them, because it's fun to do this, but once a week for a year, get dedicated, that is a lot of dedication. So thanks everybody for doing this too. Val, Frost, I mean, that was a lot of dedication, guys. I wasn't sure you guys would be that energized to do it that long, but you really did. You stuck it out. That's a lot of dedication. I gotta say that. You gotta pat yourself on the back for that. That's proud of you. That is really good. But yeah, I need to have some breaks. I need time to go on vacation and do things. I need my life to do things, And I'm sure everybody else kind of knew that too, because that was how many episodes? I don't even remember. 60?
What?
How many episodes was that?
I don't know.
Half the episodes are 3 to 4 hours apiece.
Yeah, we did play a while.
It's fun. Don't get me wrong. It's just extremely time consuming.
I'm gonna head home after this whole attack phase is over.
You are?
After the whole, well, I'm gonna be. I do have a big battle with the Northern of the world. They got 20.
Okay.
They got 29 monsters here, so that's gonna take a little longer as well.
Okay, so after we're done with
We'll
this,
see how long it
But
takes.
you have another battle at
Yeah, but they're gonna retreat right away.
yeah.
so everybody tomorrow night, gonna play some Bloodstain. Unless Frost has time. Frost, if you have time tomorrow, you want to do some Crusader Kings? if you want to do that tomorrow, you know, I'll have time for that. But if not, then I'm going to do some Bloodstain. I'm getting very close to the end of Bloodstain, actually. I don't know how much more there is to go. I don't know if there's 200% to complete or just 100%, but I'm at like 80% complete. It's a maybe. Got to figure out how I'll survive first. How you'll survive? What do you mean? You got no food? You got no food in the cupboards? I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. See, that's what I told everybody earlier. I even told Nene. You know, if you got magical skills, magical properties, reach through your TV. Reach through your TV and you'll get some grapes. If you have no magical skills, you're gonna break your knuckles probably, or your TV.
But you do not have that much range.
But
I have a shit ton of range.
oh yeah, lifeguard in the heat.
That's true, but you see, I'm just you know, I'm a robot. So.
Lifeguard in the heat.
I mean, you do have Noah there, but
I feel for you. It's been super hot this week, and it's supposed to be super hot for like another 2 days or 3 days. So this week is still going to be kind of hot. So I'd totally get it. Metallic Mike with the insta attack, man, out of the blue. Metaphorically and literally, right out of the blue. Metallic Mike goes for the attack and just.
Okay.
You just juked him.
juked you.
Just juked you. He's like, yeah. I'm setting that gin right in your face. What are you gonna do about it, Paul? Huh? What are you gonna do about
Let's
it?
see what I'll do about it.
I don't think you're gonna do
Let's see
anything.
what I'll do about it.
It's just a bunch of muck.
Yeah. He's just a bunch of muck.
Yeah. Yeah, let me know, Frost. If you got some time, we'll kick it with some Crusader Kings. That'd be a lot of fun. I think next week, though, guys, I'm gonna jump on some Crusader Kings with Frost, though.
Yeah.
So next Thursday, I'm not gonna be streaming,
Okay.
but next Friday should be good.
Well, Fridays work better for me anyway, though.
Okay.
So, because I like to get on with Frost sometimes, but trying to set everything up, crazy ordeal. So many people are like, "Oh, I got all these days," you know. So, and then we got what? 3 streams or 2 or 3? No, definitely 3 streams left. 3 streams left with tactics, and then when that's done, Sundays are open. So we'll have a lot more time after that. But yeah, otherwise I'll be doing some Bloodstain tomorrow. I'm at 80% complete with the map. I killed a carpenter, although I can kill the master carpenter again. I find it interesting. I can kill the carpenter again, or I can kill the demon he summons and then run away, which I kind of have to in order to get one of these quests complete. I gotta kill this demon lord. So I gotta do that. I'm trying to search for extra stuff. I finally found extra stuff. There's an 8-bit area where you can play the original Castlevania game, or at least some aspects of that. And then you fight a giant blue demon at the end, which is kind of like Dracula. 8-bit ways.
Yeah.
He killed me though. I mean, it's really powerful. Like the attacks he does, and it's the stuff like he does flames that go up into like a. It goes up in a row like a roller coaster, and you just got to jump up and then land, jump up and then land, like perfectly. If you don't, you take 150 points of damage,
Dang.
and then you're situated in a bad spot, and you might get hit again.
Yeah.
Because this flame just like the pillars of fire just keeps going like this. You're like, what am I supposed to do? You know, you're just jumping like crazy just to avoid getting killed. So yeah, Bloodstain. How am I saying Bloodbath? Bloodstain is pretty cool. But we should probably call it Bloodbath because
It's gonna be a blood.
I seem to like calling it that now. So,
Is that what it's gonna be, like Mikey said?
Bloodbath.
yeah, could be. Could be a bloodbath. Yeah, Frost, I don't know if Norgard's going to survive this. Norgard is pretty much out within episode 2.
Yeah, Norgard is
If I was telling him, I'm like, You know, Frost said he could play some of these battles if you want. And I don't know which one of them said, like, I don't think Norgard's even going to be there by the time Frost gets back here next time he wants to show up. I'm like, oh, maybe you got a point. Did you already eat up a castle? Well, was this the first attack?
No, you took care of my castle.
No, like, this attack phase.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Actually, in battle.
This is the first battle, this attack phase.
Yes.
Okay. Are you actually attacking Norgard, though? Anybody?
I am and he is, yes.
I'm taking up.
I don't think Norgard's going to be finished this turn.
Oh, okay.
They have 4 castles. He's attacking one. I'm attacking one.
I'm just curious, because I think, yeah. Ugh. That grape doesn't look all that happy. Look at it.
So what are you going to do?
Well, I don't know. Actually, I'm kind of at a standstill.
You could put Mill up right there.
I could, but I'm not going to.
You sure?
Well, you know, I see. I could put her right there, but I already moved her, so I'm kind of screwed
Yeah.
in that respect. But you know, we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like this. It's fun. Ooh, critical! Shield it!
Critical!
That sucks. Nage! You think you're doing there?
Roger.
No, hey!
I'm
Get
just
your...
kidding,
Don't think you can pull a fast one on me. I know
already
who goes.
pulled a fast one on you.
Well, that's what one of the castles are empty, but that doesn't count. Gummy. Is he like one?
He might.
Stores a gum like little panties.
This is kind of cool because both your teams here kind of suck.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like, let's watch the little peons do some real battle.
Right.
Retreat. There's no sugar retreating.
I mean, you got some good monsters and a couple good knights, but
Not much so.
it's not like, you know, the big boss battle. It's just like,
No.
I think,
Not those.
are these both your worst teams, or is this like,
Yeah, it's close to our
what
worst
number
team.
is this in line of
I
your
know,
worst?
It's
One of the worst.
Yeah, it's one of the worst.
It's up there. It's turn 6 already. You might want to do something.
Yeah, I'm
He
trying.
can move and shoot and then move away.
Yeah, he can move and do a
Move,
shuriken.
attack, and then move away, right? Or no?
Yeah, you got nimble. You can't
Oh
mat.
my!
Well, you got to have a
That's
2
not
range
what I-
attack.
That is not what I meant to do.
It's okay.
You need 2 range. You need 2 range for your ninja side. If you're ninja
Yeah,
master,
yeah,
you have
yeah.
3 range,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a. So the other thing is crossbound's different. All archers, all centaurs are 3 range. High centaurs are 4 range. And Artemises are like 5 range or more.
What? Which one?
The crossbound we're gonna do next time. It's insane. I mean, like everything has something more than you could imagine. There's even new spells in there. So I'll let you guys try it out, you know, test it out for a while, so you're not jumping into something you have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah.
But it's definitely.
That's a whole good flame spell right there.
I know. Don't diss it.
You got this, Paul. You got this.
Shut up.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna
Don't talk to me.
I'm giving you encouragement. You tell me to shut up. Fine. You got this, Mike. You got this.
Shut up. Thousand card.
You're gonna go for alley card?
Oh,
You should do it. It's ghoul on ghoul. We got crappy armies. Might as well go crap on crap.
no, you got crap. I got a good army.
Okay.
I mean, there is that trait in there.
It's a trade.
It was just a traitor.
Yeah, it's really just a fish out of water.
It's not a fish. It's half man, half fish.
That's debatable. We never saw underneath that helmet. I don't know what is there. Could just be a big fish head. Big fish eyes.
It's possible, but not likely.
My, what big fish eyes you have, Grandma.
Thank you, dear.
Did you name him Tuna? I usually name him Fish Sticks or Scuba Steve.
No, I never named them tuna. Not bad for being out of water. It's not like he's out of the blue or anything.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's a Luke gonna do?
Well, a loon is
He's
gonna
gonna
go
just
front line right here.
sit on his ass and never do anything, probably.
Yeah. Kind of seems that's what like all of these monsters are doing.
All of Rage and Pulse monsters just gonna sit on their ass, never do anything.
Just hang out.
Let me sit here watching you guys do ghoul fights until turn 12. You're like, whoops, I didn't know that would happen.
Right.
I knew it would happen. I just didn't want it to happen.
Repositioning.
Yeah, man. Slime maneuvers them, Jim.
Interesting.
Miss me.
No, I didn't.
I was telling him what to do.
Well, he didn't follow suit.
I knew he didn't follow, so you think so? We were robbed. hey, that was uncalled for, Trigger.
Stuff it.
Oh. You were asking for it, you know that?
Put a sack in it, man.
I don't have any
Bone.
sacks.
It's 70%. You hit me 3 times.
I was just gonna say Flail got boned, but it didn't happen.
Yeah. Flail got boned.
I cannot believe the names that they actually made some of these.
Yeah.
The translator had a pretty interesting sense of humor.
I had a feeling they doing this.
I like some of his humor, though. Some of it's actually pretty good. I agree. Trigger approved.
I have 2
That's
dogs
what I'm
in
gonna
a
say.
team called Ravage and Savage.
Really?
2 dogs are named Ravage and Savage.
Oh, wow.
I can't remember what team it's on exactly, but it's there, man.
94. Dragomir. Gol Zanu.
Yeah, heal my Great.
Heal up all the Tritons in the world. All of them will be healed. He's not Rage, he's Nage.
I never said he was Rage. I said I have 2 dogs on a different team.
You have a lizard man named Nage.
I know, so what? What's your point?
That's my point.
Okay.
He's not Rage. You know what? I almost have a challenge for you, Paul. How about you name all your monsters Rage or Raging
That's not a
after this?
That's not a challenge. That's just a request.
What's a challenge? Because you're not going to do it.
Yes, I don't want it. If you want to name them all, go ahead. I don't care.
Do you want me to rename all your monsters on your team when you guys are gone?
No, because you're gonna do some crap against me.
What are you talking about?
You're gonna name them.
No, I'm not. That'd be funny. I'll make really good names here.
No, they're funny to you.
They're also funny to many, many people. Might be funny to everybody. Could go ahead and do that. You guys are gone, and I'll just sneak them all in. You'd be like, okay.
I wonder how many robot names you're gonna have on my team.
They're all going to be named Amish Robot. You know it. No, one's going to be Amish, the other one's going to be Robot. Or how about just a robot? A-robot. Well... Frostbite. It's interesting how the dragon, his name is Frostbite, and he got a cold Frosty in the face.
Flare.
Mm-hmm. I should change his Stone Golem for now from Rage and P to Rage Bot or something. Yes. 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 A-Ragebot. There you go. That works out
Oh,
great.
Ragebot.
No, Amish Ragebot, but then with the dash in there, you're like, wait, what's the A stand for? Amish.
Wait, I need to see this. Oh, he had a magic jar? Oh, well.
Not anymore.
That's fine.
I had a magic jar, but you broke it. You broke my magic jar.
Ha! How do you miss? Come on.
Paul's like a bull in a china shop. He's breaking everything. I'm gonna break all these jars.
I'm Breaking Bad.
But thanks for the suggestion, though, man. I think that's a great idea, though. If you got it on your game, which I guess you have it on your game, yeah, go ahead. I don't mind. I don't think Paul minds either. He never says anything.
Why are you trolling me, man?
He never says anything. He's like, I'm cool with it all. Whatever. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Stop being so mean to me.
That gin has a blister.
I'm sad.
I know. Could you please stop that?
No. I'm gonna cry like there's no tomorrow.
What was that one thing we were just talking about earlier? It was Dumb and Dumber. And he comes up to him, he's like, oh, I don't want to tell you about my
Oh,
problems.
he's like, I have some panic problems, but I don't want to bore you with those.
Oh, thanks.
The worst thing.
I love that part. Like, oh, thanks.
The worst thing you can say, though. Thank.
I don't want to hear your
Yeah.
family problems.
And the thing is, he's also serious about it too. But it's so funny. And he's serious about. Oh yeah, thanks.
He was so adamant. He was so happy to hear, like, oh, thanks. Look, I don't need to hear that. For no reason at all.
There's no shame in retreating.
Well, are you going to cross that bridge? Or are we
Well,
going
if
to get
he
there?
captures the castle, doesn't it go on?
Or are we going to get there when
No,
you cross that bridge?
You can move off the castle and be fine.
Nuh-uh.
If they get a leader on a castle, turn 12 turns up, then you're screwed.
Yeah.
If they get a leader, turn 12 on the castle.
Yeah, if one of my guys is in the castle.
Not necessarily a monster. I don't think it matters with a monster. What do I want to
Has
make?
be a leader.
A hitting with pillows video talking about the notion of spreading out damage rather than focusing it in a game like this.
You go first yourself.
Hey Frost, that's the magic of understanding strategy, is not telling everybody else how to do it better than you do. That's the magic about it. You don't tell everybody. Keep it to yourself.
Ooh, that's not good.
No, but a lot of people do come to like learn how to play a strategy game. It's really just watching and figuring out some games. Some games you kind of have to spread out damage. Some games you don't. You know, it's kind of like an almonds nut commercial.
You're gonna miss me.
Or Mounds.
No.
Is it Mounds or almonds? I think they're both the same thing. And sometimes you feel like a nut.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Anyways, some games, some strategies, some tactics, you know, they really do involve spreading out. Some don't. Mounds and Almond Joy. Okay, I was close. Yes. I was very close, but yeah, you know, when you're playing a game, you don't typically want to tell everybody what you're doing, especially a strategy game. And you don't want them to all like know every little detail because it's not advantageous to you. You're just giving away your battle plan, you know. So once you learn how to play a game and you can do it well, then you can like, you know, pretty much do the best you can. You sort of become a rock star at it.
You were trying to go save that guy?
No. Not him.
Why'd
But
you
this
move
game
that
does.
character?
This game is it. You know,
Okay.
there's a good amount of times, you know, concentrating is a really good tactic typically. But there's times that spreading out does work too, but also with the, you know what I'm talking about. I don't need to describe that anymore. I think
have no idea what you're talking about.
I think I described it pretty well,
I absolutely no clue. what you're
and I probably lost Paul completely, but that's okay.
You always lose me anyway. Man.
I know.
You're just kind of out there.
I lose Paul all the time. Paul is literally just lost every time I
Well,
talk.
you're just way
Like-
you're way out there.
Every time I talk, Raging Paul is like, I'm not listening to anything you say. That's why, his stuff is so random. Like Paul has never taken my advice. I don't think he's ever taken my advice actually. So he's like, whatever he does is like probably completely opposite of what I do. Like,
I'll try
You're
it.
gonna dwindle the imp?
I think it's the essential idea of having a fan base.
There's only 47.
If people see how to succeed at least against AI, they'll be drawn to learning more. That's true. That's true.
Oh, yeah.
But when you're playing the multiplayers, it's a different story, you know? Makes you a rockstar anyway. Yeah, you're playing AI, that's true. You're playing a multiplayer though, then it's like a different that's the reason why I can't have people like telling everybody like, "Oh, you have to go over here, you have to do this because this is that." You know, like we can't do that because it's not gonna be fair to the opponent. You know, we can't do that. So, love to see them try that shit against us. Oh, okay. I see where you're coming from. I get it. Yeah.
Special.
Yeah, it's gonna be perfect.
I thought you were gonna bring him down and put him in water.
Yeah.
Well,
That's why I made that.
away, though.
That's why I was thinking it's a fish out of water. You know, it's like, well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's good there for a sense of like defense. Like the frost can't hurt it
Yeah.
as much as like the dragons, which kind of makes it a good standing tactical decision. But then again, specials, well, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that special is not so special anymore.
Hammer down,
You know. But I get what you're saying for us. I do. It's just like I don't want to like when I play the game, I kind of showcase what I'm doing, so people get to see it. You know, they get to see all what I'm doing, but I'm not going to tell them how it's done. They kind of have to see that for themselves. And most of the time, what I've noticed, especially when I was watching chess, when I watch a lot of chess games and such,
Okay, I can do that for you.
like some other people will tell me kind of their idea as to what they're going to do and why they're going to do it. And after a while, I see so much of it, it gets annoying. It gets annoying to me because it's like, you don't need to tell me because I'm already watching what you're doing. You know, like I'm gonna grasp this idea. I'm gonna be able to get it. You know, I'm seeing how this plays out, and in seeing how it plays out, like I figure it out. I don't need the verbal discussion of it. At least I don't. That's how I see it. Like I don't need that. It doesn't really help me any. And it just feels like, well, you're discussing exact. So I'm going to move this pawn over here because this pawn is going to attack this other pawn because it's black. And it's also black. And it's like, dude, just do it. You don't need to verbalize all that for me. Just do it. Just do it. You know, I'll figure it out. I'll be like, oh, okay, so this does this and that does that. And I feel like I learn strategy more just by watching it more than having somebody give me like a soundbite explanation from, you know, one thing to the next all the time. And I guess that's kind of how I do things, so I guess I've explained myself. I don't know if I didn't make anybody sad face, but you know, I think I explained myself pretty well there.
No, not really, but...
And Paul didn't hear a word I said either, so...
Well, I wasn't listening.
I know, Paul never listens.
Was I supposed to
That's what I'm
listen?
saying. He never listens to
Was I
anything I
supposed-
said. That's why he always
was
does the
I
exact
supposed-
opposite of
was
what I do
supposed to listen?
all the time.
Yeah.
If you want me to listen, say, Paul, listen, then I might. You know?
Yeah, it's true. It's less formula. I think because you have more... Because chess, you only have how many squares? What, 32 squares to play on? Here you have, what, 300 hexes to play on? You just have way more options here, you know? So, as much advice... The thing is, too, as much advice as I can give people, I could give
There
people
we
more
go.
advice and better advice in chess
Do what I can.
than I can here, because there are so many factors. There's so many things to do. I can't tell you the perfect option. I could tell you options, but there's always definitely better options. And sometimes, even if there isn't a better option, I mean, there's so much potential, you know, for so many things. I have so many people make comments like, "Oh, I would have went over here. I would have done this. I would have done that." I'm like, "Yeah, I could see that. You know, I see that." And that's, you know, also, and that's one of the beauties about playing this game is you got the ability to discuss all these things, you know? There's no...
Wait a second.
It's not like chess, how like starting the game, it kind of depends upon the position of what kind of tactic you're playing to start the game. Some definitely are way better than others. This, everything's always different. You can't, like,
Smack, dude.
unless you're just like,
Gotcha.
all dragons against all rocks. Well, you know, with these two teams, this is definitely a better choice. You know, that's really,
Give it to you.
that's almost the only good time you could actually discuss all that. But so many different tactics in this game. You know, so many different ways. And then, you know, different people want different things. Like, you know, some people be like, well, I don't care if I lose monsters. And some people be like, I don't care if I lose leaders. I don't want to lose monsters. You know, so people play it so different too, you know. Best way to learn Brigandine is to start a new game, player every unit. The more you learn how each unit works, the easier they are to counter playing. Yes, to play. Yeah, I totally get that, Nene. You know. Oh, wait a second. What else did you say there?
Should I nibble closer?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, pretty much that's one of the best ways to learn how to play this game. And, you know, I like to help, but it gets to a point that there's always a counter argument to a lot of things in this game. There's always a counter argument, counter this, counter that. It's not like chess where things are like more picturesque, like, well, you lost two pieces, that's kind of not good, you know, for what you were probably wanting to go for. Or you lost an extra pawn when you didn't have to lose the pawn. Sometimes here, like losing a ghoul or a scorpion or something like that to start the game, AI fights can be a good way to lure them in. Sometimes you need a lure. But when we're doing the multiplayer like this, there are so many different ways to try things. You may want to set, like, sometimes the battles get down to like 3 knights. Sometimes you burn up your whole team. Sometimes you're just like, I don't want to do that, you know. I'd rather just retreat and save my monsters, come back with a different formation, a different kind of tactic, you know, whatever. So yeah. Oh man. That's one reason I like this game a lot, because there's just so much to it. So much to it. Hot. It's been pretty hot though. I've been enjoying it though. We've had so much cold for so long. Finally get some heat, you know.
Do it.
This looks like a really serious part here. You just don't have that INT. It's close.
One set. Okay, well, it's dead.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
That's true. I mean, he's good. I mean, he's a very high level. It's good. It's
just
good, but
I don't well.
I'd say you made a pretty good call there, though.
I was hoping
it's close.
I could use the heal.
It's close enough, because yeah, then you could have manipulated that option there. A sawmill? Cool. I don't know. They must have had some kind of evolutionary trait, like a built-in fan in their skin or something. Cool them off. I don't know. You know, the fact is, like in Florida, hardly anybody actually lived in Florida until they invented air conditioning. It was mostly Native American tribes that lived down there, from what I remember reading about. just Native American tribes who live in Florida. Like the furthest part where it was hot, most of the settlers would not live there until they actually had the air conditioning.
You might die.
He's done.
Yeah.
The little ice age.
I mean, I was gonna
Okay,
try
maybe
to
I will
really
after
use
this is
them, but
over.
Yeah.
There's not much I can really do.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Paul got a hit.
Yeah. I feel happy.
I feel happy. Happy. I don't want to go on the cart.
Don't want to lose tuna. Don't want to lose tuna.
I can't.
Evening, fellas. Vinard and company bite the dust. They are very close. They are very close, Icing Death. How are you doing tonight? How's it going?
Oh, you're that guy anymore, so.
They are close to.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
yes!
shielded.
Shielded! Ah.
They're close to that. So yes. Remember when I was a kid, senior citizens were really creative with fans. Oh yeah, personal fans. Yeah, definitely. I swear some could take 2 or 3 and make air circulate in the house like AC. Wow.
Yeah, but at least
Wow.
you got something going.
Yeah, I guess I got that question.
Yeah, I remember reading about that about Florida. Like they didn't really people didn't really live there. Too many citizens didn't really live there because when they didn't have AC.
I've got more tricks.
I think they had some cowboys there,
Oh,
you know, with some cattle farms and
Yeah,
such,
Florida
but it really didn't get populated
Right,
until AC was like
Don't you
normal.
think?
So when I lived in Florida, it's just constant AC. Like you get used to being cold inside and hot outside, which is always like a completely different perspective for me growing up in Wisconsin, you know? Totally different way of things, you know? Sometimes it was hard to get used to that, especially in the beginning. I was like, it is so cold in here. Why is it so cold? But after you live in Florida for a while, you kind of just, we want it colder all the time. You want to you almost want to be an ice cube. Living inside some of the houses in Florida, you want to be that cold. And then you just kind of get used to that. Especially you go to some big building or something like that. Like it is really cold. I feel like I'm being cooled like meat, you know, like I'm going inside a giant refrigerator. Anytime I go into like a grocery store, big building, like I'm walking into a cooler every time.
I could not take Divine Ray on that
you would
one.
have taken a Divine Ray and a Curse. It would have been
You don't have enough for curse.
Or a Venom. And a Frost.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's what I'm saying. I didn't want to do that.
But you got rid of the Angel, so now my plan has been...
So Neville is a little safer now. The Divine Ray nailed him.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I was thinking you probably had a plan for that, Paul. Looks like you
I
did.
should have got Neville in earlier though, but I
Neville the Devil?
Yeah.
This is funny. Met a guy named Neville.
Yeah, and he said he was.
As soon as we met the guy,
Yeah.
he's like, "My name is Neville, the Devil." I'm like, "What?
Neville-
What?"
to me,
Like,
Neville looks
I
like the
never
devil.
saw you before. Why would you
Neville
say
look-
that?
To me, Neville looks like the devil.
And he kind of did look like the Devil too.
Well, he was a little older, but still like.
Well, this Neville,
Yeah, this.
I
Neville.
suppose,
This
but-
Neville does, I think. But when he said Neville like the devil, I'm like really? I call this guy the devil in the game, and then you meet this guy.
isn't that weird?
Yeah,
It's almost fate. You know, like,
I guess it is.
you had to meet the Devil at some point. You might as well meet him in a happy scenario, right?
In a way, yeah, I guess.
People around here keep cold inside too. I usually wear long sleeves inside during the summer.
No. Ouch.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Meanie.
Metallic Mike is pulling an AI. I want to kill this and run away.
Get you, yeah.
That always pisses me off too. It's like, dude, just run away. Like, don't kill all my stuff off. I just, I put all this effort in. You kill off my hell of a whatever. And why Why? Why? Wah, you know, then I want to cry. It's like, no, don't do that. Delilah. Oh, she killed Samson there, so that's that. That's that. Eebity, that's all, folks.
Oh my, we both had crappy armies, and that was a tough fight.
We did. You had three dragons.
I'm gonna shake your hand on that one, though.
That was a good fight.
Both had a tough time. We both had a tough time.
You had a lot more dragons.
We
had a lot more lizard guards. You had like 5 lizard guards, 4 dragons.
We killed off a lot.
I kind of thought you could win that metallic Mike, but you know, because I thought you could win that more so because Paul had his Triton on land, although it did create a buffer for the magic.
Is still solid on land.
I'm just saying it would have been without that special.
Yeah.
It wasn't so special.
It wasn't so special. Of course, he goes for juice.
Oh boy! Now you can't take out list noise.
Langeborg on defense.
That's good. You can't take out list noise unless.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you're not gonna win with Langeborg.
See, I told you might want to stock up. Do you want to actually defend this?
You can try, but
if you just stay in the castle and he heals himself,
they're gonna have a more.
I don't know if it'll work, but I mean they do have a demon and her, but she has the heaven bow. Yeah. So her heaven bow isn't good. I won't do that much damage, but still, oh my.
All that stuff,
dude. We're gonna. Metallic Mike is going to defend us with just Langeborg. Just Langeborg.
I gotta see this.
Now, he has a full plate on. Dude has a full plate. So he's got defense, a castle evasion, shield block. Oh my gosh. Can Langeborg hold this castle?
I don't think so. They have a demon.
Can he hold this castle? If you want to try it, I don't know if you want to try this or not, but this would be amazing if you get the win. If Brangy gets in close, you could probably close the gap. The only problem is you can't be on a castle. And
why do I keep doing that?
I don't know. I am not sure you can, especially with the demon there.
If I run, will they chase me down, or will they just sit on the castle?
They'll just stand on a castle and they'll get it.
Yeah, they lose.
This isn't the original game. Like, people have done this in my multiplayers. They come here like, oh yeah, well I know the secret to winning this game. All I gotta do is run away and you can't get me, boo-boo. I'm like, yeah, try that on me in multiplayer and see how far your luck goes.
He's got 131 defense, but this,
just get XP.
But
yeah.
AI's not always the brightest, though. Remember that.
Oh,
yes!
Oh, shield?
Yes!
You're saying they're not the brightest, Paul. The only thing they gotta fight is Langeborg.
Langeborg, come on.
All they can do is fight Langeborg. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how bright they are. Wait, can that Pegasus back kick you off? That's where.
Hurt.
Oh, it's over. It's over. Nothing's over.
It's not over yet.
Nothing's
How
over.
much can I heal?
Like you're gonna be dead next turn.
I know.
You either save him now or you die. You're gonna get heal experience though. If you want to stay and heal.
It's up to you. Come on, it's Langeborg.
Level up.
It's Langeborg.
You're gonna heal experience though.
It's Langeborg. Come on.
Frost is like, heal! Yeah, he's gonna get a curse and then immediately like breath attacked and then
another shot.
Both of those unicorns of Pegasus are just gonna kick your ass.
Good try though. Good try.
I did what I could.
Yeah, you did what you could.
I think if the demon wasn't close enough for curses, maybe.
Oh,
maybe.
After this one.
But still.
But you said they're gonna retreat. They don't have
like Brangien have to be right in your face in order for that to really work.
Anyway.
Right.
Brangien was in your face. The demon was away, just doing venoms.
They might not retreat right away.
Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe.
Well, that's actually good for you.
Weak guys lose. That's the way the world works.
And some unicorns. So they got a decent. I mean, they can't beat your army though, but they have a decent army overall.
Well, let's see if they can even.
Decent. They're gonna get squashed. This is the best army versus his decent army. It's over. Metallic Mike's got this in the bag.
I said that Mike's.
Dude.
I say he's not gonna lose.
That Lilith is gonna drop rocks on everybody on their team.
I already told you that I said he's not gonna lose. I said they got an okay army, but he's not.
Okay, I'm agreeing.
No, you're not agreeing. You're
Why you gotta try to one-up me here, man?
Because
Raging Paul is all about one-upmanship.
Because you keep calling me an Amish robot.
I didn't say it right now.
You said it earlier, and that's good enough.
That's good enough. Okay, that's good enough. I got him.
Hey, I'm raging for a reason. You know that, right?
I got Paul lit up now. You can ask him all the questions now. He's awake. Paul's awake. He can answer any questions.
I want you in the worst way.
Okay, I hope you really don't, because that always sounds weird.
Well, that's what.
It always sounds weird when you do these things, man. Your
Robin-
voiceovers are like the creepy, scariest things I've ever heard.
Well, like my Will of the Banshee.
Yeah. Who wants Raging Paul to do more voices? I don't mind, but I mean, it's up to you guys.
I have 3 unicorns on this team.
The Amish have robots now? No, Raging Paul is the only Amish robot in the world. He is
Which
unique.
doesn't make sense since they shun electricity.
Well, that's why you're not in their community anymore. They've shunned you. You're out.
I was never in the community to begin with.
You're outsies.
I was never Amish.
I
I have nothing against the Amish.
I'm
but
not
I
gonna
never
go
was
into the
Amish.
whole story, but basically that's kind of what happened. They're just
Okay,
like,
listen, now
this guy's Amish, but a robot? Kick him out of here. What is he doing?
Listen.
Why did we even accept him into our community?
Trigger is completely.
What the hell did we do? Then they
Trigger-
kicked him out, and he's like,
Would you shut up?
I need a friend. And I'm like, you know, Raging Paul, I can be your friend. You've got a friend in me. And we'll start singing that song.
Yeah, I wish I didn't have a friend in you now. But listen, Trigger was completely BSing you the entire time. I was never in the Amish community. I have nothing against the Amish, but I was never Amish. I was never a robot. I never will be a robot. I'm a human being, and Trigger doesn't seem to care about that. So, you know what? I think if if you think I'm an Amish robot, maybe our friendship isn't worth a damn. Maybe we should call it quits right now.
Oh, just tell me where to sign, bud.
Run on my ass after you kiss it!
They said, how much I've seen carry cell phones. Yes, some of them do, because they have to actually use that to make sales. Because that's the only way people actually do most of their
sales
business
that
anymore,
day.
is off of a phone or the internet, in some way, shape,
but
or
they don't
form
pay
with
on the phone-
texting.
But they don't pay the phone bill in 300 years.
I don't know who's paying their phone bills. Maybe they are with the trade. But the fact is they barter a lot,
Yeah,
I've got
they
an
do.
uncle that barters a lot, too.
Yeah.
And I've seen
Is his
enough
name Barter?
Amish people, too. Because there's plenty of Amish people in northern Wisconsin.
I've seen them too, yeah.
Northern Michigan, northern
I've seen
Wisconsin.
them- I've seen
There's,
them-
I've talked to a
I've
number
seen
of
them
Amish
parts of-
people, and Amish people are really nice.
I've seen them at the Parks and Heartland sometimes.
They're really nice. That's why I'm your friend. Got to have an Amish friend too, and a robot friend. It also works if you're both at the same time. It all works out.
When you're on the stream
The
right now,
denial
watching later,
sounds like something an Amish robot would say. See, Icing Death knows what he's talking about there.
No, he doesn't.
Knows exactly.
He has no idea. Listen, this is I know whether you're watching the stream right now or watch it later, this Amish robot crap is never ever going to end.
Okay, do you want me to help you describe yourself?
No, because I know it's gonna screw me over.
No, just let me do one thing here. You'll like it.
I know who I am. I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Does that help you?
Well, as long as you're a dude, not a robot, that's okay.
There you go. Yeah, that's the thing that happened earlier. Icing Death, earlier he was saying stuff like, "Well, if I was a robot, would I say this? If I was a robot, would I do that?" I'm like, "That's exactly what a robot would say. That's what they would do." I don't know.
I'm surprised you ever reprogrammed me to be like your doormat.
Why? I already have a doormat.
Okay, you don't know what I'm saying. Like your personal guy that does everything for you. Like a doormat, you walk all over it.
Life would be too boring if I did that.
Really?
Yeah. If I just tell you to do all these things all the time, I'm just sitting on a couch all day. It's just boring.
That's what I do all the time.
Well, if you don't get off the couch, you get couch sores. If you don't get off the bed, you get bed sores. I mean, You gotta get up and do stuff.
Couch chair bed.
You gotta go out, do some exercise. You gotta get outside. You gotta do these things. If I had a personal robot take care of me all the time, I might as well.
But listen,
probably.
You gotta admit that today was not the best day to be outside. Very humid, very hot.
Today was pretty up there, yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't want to go be outside today too much. Although I was outside today, obviously. But
work at sometimes what lumber?
well,
What'd you say, Nene?
I don't know that name for a bomb.
Sawmill I work at sometimes buys lumber from Amish. Have anything for sale?
Valhalla?
Oh, Nene's.
They got that in Valhalla?
Paul, Nene's asking if you have anything for sale because the Amish buy lumber. So.
I am not Amish, so the answer is no, Nene. I have nothing for sale. Do you hear me? I am not an Amish robot. I am a human being. Do not ask me again, or I will rage so hard against you, you will cry. Maybe.
See, that's why he's called Raging Paul.
Because I rage.
He rages against us and everybody else. Sorry, Nene. I didn't mean for him to be so loud, but he jumped into the microphone and yelled as loud as he could.
No, I can yell a lot louder than I was.
Oh, please don't. This is a dynamic
louder!
microphone. The further away you are, the better it is, because then...
I can go louder!
I'm hoping you don't. We actually got to be kind of...
You said I was doing as loud as I can. I can do a lot louder than I was.
You kind of have to be quiet because it's already like really past the time.
Yeah, they can't hear me.
Oh, okay. Is that a promise? You don't get off, Paul. Does he get sores? You don't get off.
I do actually get sores.
Rage Against the Machine, where the machine believes in a higher power. Mike, read that. Did you read what Frost said? Mike.
What?
Read what Frost said here.
Rage Against the Machine, for the machine believes in the
Oh man.
I quit.
Skynet.
Wait.
I quit. I'm done. I quit. I'm done.
I can't do things.
Oh, I clicked a button. There. I clicked another button. There.
I wonder why they're not trying to attack Drist.
That's what I'm playing
They wouldn't
Stellaris.
do it anyway.
Skynet is fun if you assume it patches certain deficiencies and wins the war.
Oh, Fluffy's dead.
Yeah?
You're losing.
He's gone.
Yeah. Well, you know, you lose. You win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Told you. I'm gonna stomp this team. They're not,
I killed one thing.
yeah?
Well, what'd you kill? A griffin?
So fortunately you couldn't kill more, but, you know.
Yeah, the griffin.
That's the way it goes.
Stuff happens, you know?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Then there's Walgreens.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, you got level 10. We got a class. You got another level 10. You got another class.
Woo.
You got level 12. We can't do anything about that. Ooh, level 9 Cortina. I think she is classable
She might be.
right now. I think she's expert mode.
Oh no, I'm gonna wait. Hold on.
Caerleon invades Tora. Or Toria.
Yes, I do.
Whichever one you want to call it,
Yes, I
because that's
do.
fine with me.
I do.
It was called Toria before, but then translator's like, you know what?
1, 2, 3.
I don't
okay.
like having that I in there. Let's get rid of that altogether. And then it went away. And never was Toria ever again. Now it's Tora.
Never, ever,
Forevermore. Yes, permanently. 100%.
Good.
That team
Wow,
is
that
too
is
good. The AI
super
will
close.
bolt unless they can't.
This is
Yeah.
one of the closest ones there is.
Exactly.
This and like Orchard and Cadbury are very close.
Tora means tiger? Okay.
Total.
Maybe he did, but the fact is it's supposed to be after European medieval towns or castles or lore, because it's based upon, well, the Viking ruins and Arthurian legends. So there's a lot of Arthurian legends. Like Logres is one of the main capitals for King Arthur. Calcent was one of his castles. Linnaeus is one of his castles.
Basin Hill.
Bagdemagus is one of the Knights of the Round Table.
No, Bagdemagus is not right.
Oh wait, no, he was a king, I think.
Yes, he was a
Yeah, he
king.
was a king. Who else too? Dinadan was one of the knights of the Round Table as well. He was a sarcastic, cool knight. Which is why I like him. Yeah, he's in the lore. You can check this out. You can look up on Wikipedia all the knights. You'll find a lot of them are in here. Tormin Sagar, you're brave if you stick around this Iscalio. Yeah, that would be very brave if they were to do that. All right. Whoa.
A vixen!
Oh, this battle being brave. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be interesting, though. I'd say it's almost fairly balanced, though.
Balanced? You think that's balanced? That is not balanced.
Kind of.
No.
Close.
No. Not even.
A little bit?
Not at all.
Just a tiny bit?
It doesn't really. Tiny, but that's about
tiny bit balanced? I guess it depends on how you like. I could take on Caerleon with this. I would stick this out and kick some Lance ass.
It's not just Caerleon. You're also fighting Elmekia's knights as well.
I would kick Lance's butt down the road. Like, dude, you're gonna die. Either that or Garrett or
you are so
sissy
mean
face. Yes, it could be worse. It could definitely be worse. See.
Look,
Icing Death knows what I'm talking about.
You are so young to minors.
This isn't as bad as like if Iscalio had to fight that. Well, when you just beat that other team, Mike.
Yeah.
That's really bad. Like this, I could stick this out and do it.
Okay, retreat for Lucia.
At least I would put up a good fight. If I couldn't do it, I'd put up a good fight, and I would definitely make a lot of those monsters bleed.
Bleed damage.
But it's up to you guys how what you do. Because I mean, you got some new stuff. The Scorpion, the Titan, especially with what Helrado or Bagdemagus. Victoria's there. She's a fantastic knight. Lucia's really good. You got some good stuff. I like it. And you got some healers. You got pixies. I mean, you got stuff. The only problem is I think he's got a little more. He's got a little more.
He's got way more.
Way more, a little more, yeah, but
it's not the same.
I don't know. It's up to you guys how you feel about it, really. So wait, Lance isn't the Monarch of multiplayer? Oh, Nene. Oh man,
Yeah,
I got a lot of things to explain, Nene.
So
So guys, let me explain this to Nene here. So the first multiplayer timeline is like normal, right? So everybody's the same. Everybody's there. Nuomekia's and trying to kill off the Empire. Second time frame, the Empire kills off Nuomekia, or what was Padstow. They kill them off. They're broken. The only some knights survive. Adelicia survives. Dinadan survives. Or no, not Dinadan. I mean, Garen survives. Lance survives. I think Meligant might have died. But Leonia was captured by Norgard, forced to marry Vinard. Killoff is kind of pissed off at that point.
Why though?
But Lance is all sad face during the second timeline because he lost 2 times. Third timeline though, he's actually happy because now the Empire's gone, but he's still serving under King Kai because he lost his crown kind of twice. So he's just kind of working with them. So he's just a regular knight. So if you lose the battle with Lance, it's not a permanent...
No.
It's not an instant retreat.
He's not the ruler. He's just the leader now.
And he can never become king because, according to the timelines... And it's weird, too, because in other time, in other things... in other ways you play the game, like even in a normal game, if you kill off the Empire... and Lance is on the capital, even if you're not allied with him, he becomes king. Whether you're allied with him or not, if he's sitting on Logres when the Empire dies, he gets to become king. And the rest of the timelines here, he never gets to become king. Because I think the fact is, if he was king, why would he be under King Kai? So I think that's probably why they deigned it that way. So yeah, he doesn't get Genobolts.
One space the entire time.
He doesn't get Genobolts. He doesn't get the best stat growth. But really, his stat growth is really just strength of +2 to +3. So it's not really a giant, huge difference. He's just not as possibly strong as you could want him to be. But he's still very good. He's still a very viable option. Somebody else did say he is the poor man's Dinadan, which he kind of is in a way, but he is a higher level here, so like he's already a higher level here, so like he's already good enough to like take into battle, you know? Oh, Mal was a crap Avenger anyways. I saw him as an okay. Not every Avenger is like the best.
His room power is crap. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's
room
true.
power is so huge in this game.
Mm-hmm. It kind of is. I think Dan just forgot for a quick minute. Centaur tank, best tank? No, I think Unicorn tank, best tank, Frost. That way they heal through the pain. You know?
Heal through the pain.
Heal through the pain. I'm literally kidding when I say that. It's just a joke. So don't take me serious. You're like, what Trigger said? He said a unicorn's best tank. He doesn't know anything about this game.
Yes.
He doesn't know anything.
Trying to screw me over?
Just joking.
No, that wasn't funny. That was very, very mean.
Fucking hilarious.
No. Fucking hilarious?
Yeah.
Wow.
I might have to get you another controller, Mike, or if you want to buy one. Then
Oh, we can pass it. It's not a big deal.
okay.
It doesn't matter. Anything. It's not that big a deal.
Pixies make great tanks without high agility. You can't hit them. As long as they don't get surrounded in here, then yes, they're great tanks. But if they get surrounded, well, let's just say they're not the best flankers if they get surrounded. But, I mean, you can use them as that. They've got great agility, especially if you've got a fairy. Or close to a fairy, like level 8 Pixie. That's not a bad idea. It's really not. Ooh.
You're gonna move one space every turn.
We have the dark Anunnaki versus the light Anunnaki. We have a giant battle. Maybe. It's gonna happen. It's gonna come to a head. Moon power is why I'd rather grind Soliel to level 30, starting with him 12, then I would keep level 30 Isphys with 4 hex, range attacks, and Husk, right? Only because Soliel has 20 more rune. Soliel's RP really is overkill. I know, it kind of is. That's true. It's sort of, I think that's one of the reasons. I think they try to balance everybody in a way that gives everybody a little bit of a unique characteristic, and he's the one that gets like all that stuff because technically, like, he's mostly heals, divine ray bombs, you know. But you can manipulate him into like being a little bit better than that, you know. All right, y'all. I'm mad tired. Okay, you have a good sleep. Try not to fall asleep in the tub.
We'll see you later.
If you do fall asleep in a tub, get a bunch of rubber duckies. That might keep you afloat. Well, yeah, you know, it's kind of like, you know, if you're gonna crash in a plane crash, it'd be great to have a cheese hat, you know, to go down with, because at least that would like cushion the blow. I have heard somebody in a plane crash, he had his cheese hat on and it saved his life. You know, yeah, it's just a big ass foam hat. You know, that's what it is. So, but yeah, have a good night, Frost. We will see you later. Let me know about tomorrow. If tomorrow's not a go, then I will do Bloodstain tomorrow. I've been raring to go for that game for some time. I've gone so far. Might have to start a new game just to like showcase all the little details of the thing. I can't stop playing it. It's so good. It's so good. It's like it's like macaroni and cheese with applesauce. It's so good. You gotta eat it all.
Macaroni and cheese with applesauce.
If you're thinking about I don't know why I thought about that, but yeah, that's still a good meal. It's a good meal. It's not bad. So, all right.
Not too shabby.
We will see you later. Doom. If you want to see a massive RP, take Vonner, Brangian, and Noi. I know. I've done that. I like to overkill things, and that's one of the things I like to use for overkill. It's a good way to go. It really is. totals out to be close to 1,000. Yeah, it does. It does. Norgard is one of the best countries, really. Just because most of the knights get such high... They get such high rune power. The knights, almost all the knights get insanely high rune power. Like, you compare it to Iscalio, it's like, well, hands down, Norgard's getting way more. You know? I think Caerleon can almost compare to Norgard, but still, Norgard has probably got the best of everyone. Best of the best. Best of the best.
66, that'll leave me without a curse.
You'd have to give him the whatchamacallit sword. Gives you plus 30 MP. Triple white. Com Solus, I think. Or is it the Mithril sword? It's one of those two. You get enough MP, then you can have like the curse and the power spell or the fury spell, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you'd have to quest for that.
Don't look at my guys.
I can look at
Don't look at my guys. Come on, don't look at my guys.
Jeez, Paul.
Are you gonna move one space again?
One space poly.
No, I'm gonna retreat.
Okay.
Nope. Oh, that's great. We wasted all this time.
I'm fine with that.
You're a waste of my time.
Well, I don't think everybody else is. They're like, what the hell? I wanted to see you do something.
Ooh, that was not bad. That was pretty sweet, man.
I would also be kind of pissed off if Paul would be like, man, all this time for a freaking tease? You asshole.
Yeah, no,
Get in there and do something.
I understand your.
Don't be a tease. Do something.
Yes.
You
That's what you get
son
for
of a-
moving one space.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's not gonna.
Uh-oh.
He's not gonna stone me.
You're stoned.
Well, you think you can call it against me?
You're getting stoned.
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Sorry, Metallic Mike. Paul has you there.
Yeah, I guess.
He has you there. He's going to get that all the time.
That will always hit.
True.
True. True.
Yep.
True.
That's true.
Garrett's on. No, not going to go and fight him head to head?
Nope.
Come
He
on.
would not- he would
I
not
need
do
to
that.
see some battle.
He's gonna go around.
I
and
need
hit
to
'em
see
all
some battle
one
here.
At one time.
I need to see some
There's
battle.
no battle here. There's no battle.
Mauler.
See.
Mauler.
There's a battle.
There's no battle.
There's just a little bit. Okay.
Not counting Ascaris, which I generally don't even in Grandish Norgard, has the best knights by diversity and starting level. I think it's kind of true, yeah. They sort of do. The only reason that like people complain about playing Norgard is like, I don't have any third tier knights though. Like I've got is Norgard, all I got is Vinard. I'm like, well, yeah, but everybody else is like a crap load of rune power. I mean, the amount of monsters you can put on your team is insane. So, you know, and they've got great growth, you know.
Call it on me, come on.
Stone 'em.
Listen, it's not gonna be the easiest thing to call.
I would say Norgard was pretty well balanced out, but as far as other teams go, like Iscalio's got special knights, they've got really powerful knights. Caerleon's got really powerful special knights too.
Critical. Beautiful.
Leonia, well,
This guy's
they have a ton of healing. You know?
enough to kill him.
Nuomechia, I would say Nuomechia has more
No
diversity
more
though.
stoning.
I don't
What's up
think
for you?
I don't think Nuomechia has as high of rune, but I think Nuomechia has the
Right
most
there would be
diversity.
awesome, right?
It would be.
That's
Yeah,
kind of how I
first.
feel it because they have the Avenger, they have the High Grappler class, they have
I know.
you know
still.
the Valkyrie class, two different forms of that. High Mages, they've got Shogun. I mean,
Well, just kill him.
I feel like Nuomechia beats it out a little bit, not by much, but a little bit. You know, so it gets the shaft the worst. Great knights, but low rune power overall. Yeah, it's really on their knights. If you get their knights up, it's really like you got to use their knights well. Level up their knights, they get more rune power. You know, level up some monsters and such. Like they could do pretty good. Well, the quality of half of them is crap. Well, yeah, probably. I don't know if I'd say half of them, but I'd say there's a good portion. Maybe less than half, just a little less than half, but I'd say that they're just still more diverse. Nuomechia is
Hey, be gentle.
a
No,
diverse
no.
group. Ascaris is also diverse, but Ascaris has more, but they have the worst growth. They have the worst growth overall. But Ascaris and Naumechia are the most diverse. The only thing Naumechia has is potential. Ascaris doesn't have the potential. They have Carlotta. They have a few mages. So it's not the best magic. So that's true. It's not like the best or anything. But Naumechia and Ascaris are kind of the same. Just one has more potential growth, one doesn't. One has more knights, one doesn't. Norgard is probably the most balanced as far as like having the best rune power capacity and knights, but they're all mediocre. Like they're all mediocre. You only get maybe Gwynglyn to go up there, and getting a paladin is really nothing to write home about. I mean, in the past, in the older version of the game, yeah, but this version, I wouldn't say it's all that great. It's like paladin feels like it was nerfed in a way compared to the samurai or the shogun class. Like, it feels like it was such a teeter-totter. Like, in the past, I didn't really care about the shoguns as much as I do now. You know?
Hey, if you're gonna move one space around me the entire time and acid breath and focus down one monster and keep moving around me one space the entire time, I'm gonna retreat. I don't have anything else I can
I'll do the
here.
same thing with Tristium, and then you'll retreat with Tristium.
That's fine.
Yeah. That's how I see it. Caerleon. But I think the reason they did it is because they're allied. You know, Naumechia and Caerleon are allied, so Naumechia gets more melee fighters, Caerleon gets more magic fighters, you know? And yes, Self-Sounds can be really good. You level him up, he can be pretty damn good. But I think it's, maybe they balance it that way because Naumechia and Caerleon were teamed up. They're like, well, they're both teamed up. One's a mage,
You can do this.
you know, one's mostly mages and one's mostly
You're
melees.
still good. You're still good.
Maybe that's why they did that. The only thing is, I don't think they really balanced Leonia all that well. I really don't. I mean, you could say
Miss.
all healers are great, but you could win through like healing attrition. But it's still, I don't know. It feels weird. Like, where's the range? They don't really have any good ranged monsters. You get one Griffin, start with, and you have really almost no range at all, unless you get some centaurs. Like, it's really just, unless you're bringing angels and packing that punch, it's hard. It's hard to make good teams. That's a reason why I like Sophia and Ophelia, and just turning them immediately into enchantresses. I feel like that is a really good way to go, because at least you get some range with them, and you know you get a lot of magic power.
Well done. Well done. You actually got me with them.
Did it?
Yeah, you got me.
Yeah, they can be. They really can be.
Was it Carnival?
That's the one you went to last time.
I just don't like how they start up. It's not going forward. I just don't like some of the castle positioning as of starting up
Friend Lance.
and what you can summon. That's really what I have my gripes on. Like, you gotta really move out. Like, I feel like I have to move out with Leonia in order to actually get some diverse creatures, you know?
I gotta move somewhere just to get better.
Because otherwise it's mostly like griffins, golems, rocks, probably some angels,
Well, maybe-
unicorns.
Maybe I can take this out. I don't know.
Maybe you can do the angel.
It's got defense on it, though. That's the problem.
Maybe? I don't know. Guess we'll find out tonight, though.
Just for fun.
32?
I got it! I hit it with a 32%!
You hit him in the face!
He's
Awesome!
been hitting all of these. I've been missing 70s. I've been missing 70s and 60s.
Oh, well,
He's
I'll
got
hit you
the
again.
RNGesus.
100%.
Well, that's because I got Dragon on the other side of him, too.
That's true. Well, he's totally surrounded him. The more he's surrounded you get, the more... Every time you get a surround, it actually increases your attack percentage by 50. So if you can only hit 50, you're hitting 100.
Yeah. If you can only hit 32,
Yeah.
you're only hitting 72.
That's what people kept wondering, like, how...
82, yeah.
Oh, wait, no, it's either 50 or 40, but I think it's 50. But, it's high enough.
I'm gonna stick you with my horn!
It's high enough.
You like that? You like that? Huh?
Not really.
I think GE
Yeah, I just wanna
should
see
have
what
given
levels.
Leonia at least one summon or
I
dragon or
should
demon.
have hit the lower.
Yeah.
If you stick around, I will not kill Gerardo. If
Gloom.
you stick around, I promise.
Gloom has the dragon. Gloom has the dragon, but you gotta keep like repositioning everything all the time, just to get some of those dragons there. But like the demon, you gotta go out to what, Carnaboon to grab the demon, or Zanaz? No, not Zanaz. I think you need Carnaboon. No, Carnaboon doesn't have anything good.
Yeah, I put too many guys there.
Yeah, besides the Hydra in the north and a dragon on Gloom.
Well, you took 3 castles, but I got 3 castles.
You just have way too many dragons on your teams. I need to get some mana to pump out some dragons.
It's okay.
All I have is crap.
I don't mind having a lot of dragons. I don't mind it.
Iscalio's in retreat. Raging Paul got the win. Good job, Raging Paul. Good job.
Good battle.
Here, pound it.
Yeah.
Or punch you in the face. One of the two.
No. Hey, listen.
What's up?
Good thing I'm having it each night take out 3 of those castles. That was a good thing. I was hoping you were going to attack Orkney. I was hoping you were going to do that, but you didn't. You saw I had 3 empty castles. So.
Okay, so there's another fight.
Life sucks. We got actually 2 more, honestly.
Oh, I had knights there, so what happens to that? I moved them there.
If you just move them there?
Just move, they can't.
Now they go to who? Drist?
I don't know where they're gonna go.
They just disappear?
They're gonna go somewhere. We'll find out.
We got 1 more attack.
If they were forced retreated, then they'll go to the nearest castle, typically.
See, if I had dragons in this one, it'd be better.
Yeah.
Yo, wake up, come up, cool.
I don't think that's what he says.
No, yeah, he said yo something. I know.
Yo!
I know he didn't say that, but I just thought I'd throw that in there.
You know, I kind of wanted to read that because he actually has a special dialogue.
He's not that special though.
No, he has a special dialogue for this scenario.
Okay, well.
I don't even know what that is.
We'll read it next time.
You might not say it next time.
He says it all the time.
No, they don't. They randomly decide who gets to say something or what or something. But if we can, let's try to, because he might say something new. Because he might be like, "Where's Viner? I'm gonna do this and this and that." Can you keep it down?
No, I'm Raging Paul. Are you insane? Keep it down?
I'm gonna get complaints
No, you're not
from the neighbors. Yes, I am.
You're not gonna get complaints.
So end it.
Hey, we're not done yet. You know, I'm just.
So it's 12 in the morning, Paul.
It's all the time in my apartment. No one says anything.
Yeah, but you're very disconsiderate when you come over to my place. You just do whatever and you don't ask me. You're like, I do it at my place. You're kind of like Ernie when it comes to Bert. You remember that? Where Bert's like, oh, you shouldn't eat cookies in your bed. Why? Because I'm going to get crumbs in it. So what does he do? He goes to his friend's bed and eats cookies in his friend's bed.
How many cookies in your bed, Bert?
Because he's disconsiderate. He doesn't consider his friends. The same thing with you.
Listen, I can guarantee you're not going to get complaints.
Oh, okay. You can guarantee that?
Yes, I can.
Garo freaking teasing.
Okay. Once they do start complaining, then I'll need to see that paperwork of your guarantee.
Need to see the paper. Sounds like there's a lawsuit coming.
I'll be like, you know what? It was all my friend, and he said he would take full responsibility. So whatever you have coming.
Oh, you're running away already?
Yeah.
He bravely ran away. He bravely ran away. When danger reared its ugly head, he quickly turned and bravely fled. Brave, 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 Sir Raging Paul. Raging Paul.
Yeah, that's Raging Paul.
You get why Killif was made an
Hey, those
adventure.
are my levels.
But I'm not like fast forwarding through like you did in my.
Yeah, it sort of is out of character. He should have been a
Well, I
shogun.
just fast forwarded through all of them. So.
They designed his
I got a
pick.
battle. I got a
I got a
battle.
battle. What are you talking about?
I got a battle. Dummy.
Oh, that one?
Yes.
I have another battle though. Oh no, that I just took the castle.
Yeah.
I just took the castle.
You stealing, Billy. You know why you took that castle?
Because you moved.
I moved everyone there
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Carnival.
I don't know why you do that, but okay.
Oh, the 3 best. Yeah.
Paul really wants to recruit
Oh,
hellhounds
everything.
and centaurs from
I
there.
I
respect
thought
you.
they had 29 monsters.
They do, but that's but
But you can't fit them all there. You can only get 16.
But why do Palamides have nothing?
He has
though?
nothing. Almighty says no monsters.
Yeah, there's no monsters.
Maybe they erased a bunch of shit so they wouldn't be like.
It didn't equip him with it. They gave it to a different knight, and they're just like, "Oh, Paul Mighty's is higher on the list, but we didn't give him any monsters. But he's higher on the list. Just he's on the list. He goes in the fight, so the other monsters don't get to participate."
I thought he would be having monsters because he's strong. But
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
probably should just auto this
feel
one.
like
You got it.
I'm flying.
Yeah, Nene, that's kind of true. They developed his portrait to make him look like a beginning samurai guy. You know, he's got that big red, rising sun on his like armor. He should have been a shogun, really.
Who?
Kill off,
Kill off? Yeah.
not a barbarian.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's a little bit of a nut, but I could see him as more of a grappler or a shogun.
I think he's a big nut, honestly.
Being an Avenger is completely out of character for him.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, he's always got an angry look on his face. And
Well, plus somebody else also said that Rod should have been a ninja instead of a monk,
Rod?
You think
which I don't know if I agree. I mean,
I don't
kind
know that much
of.
about Rod,
so?
honestly.
Your chalice is never getting. Or.
Well, it can come. It moves farther than the other ones.
Yo, that's a level 20.
Because it's a bronze.
Oh, yeah, bronze.
No.
Oh, Talus is 30, right?
Yes, Dallas is 30.
Yeah,
Talus is 30, yeah.
I wish I had Dallas. That'd be awesome.
didn't
Do
Dance
you
lead?
need an item for Talus?
No, just level 30, then you can promote him right there.
But they still have 0
That's the
intelligence.
only one that doesn't need it. That gets the fourth.
You
tier
can actually give them
without-
intelligence, though.
Oh, yeah, with potions.
Yeah, I've done it a few
A
times.
lot of quests, though.
I've done it a few times.
Yeah, because you don't always get the up.
No, one time I got like 3 intelligence potions. I'm like, I'm not fun with this.
You just gave it all to Talus?
Oh, he still got hurt by magic, but he actually had a percentage to evade. Like if somebody was gonna do something to, he actually had a percentage to
To
evade.
evade, like,
Because you can't evade dimension with.
with the gauntlet. Yeah.
It has to.
Yeah,
You
0
have to have intelligence in order to have a percentage to evade.
Yeah.
So if he had like 3 intelligence, he's got 3% to evade.
Right.
It isn't much, but you give him more than that, then you could obviously
You
like.
can obviously, like, yeah.
You can turn him into something good. Like you could spend your whole life getting the right Brigandine file
Yeah.
to just like every time you go on quest, if he didn't come back with a intelligence potion, just restart,
5%.
do
You
it
could,
again,
yeah.
and then like just max out a Talus with like 100 intelligence.
Oh man.
And then-
You're
Give him a few
unstoppable.
Can you give him movement potions too?
No,
Or
there's
no movement.
no, there's no
potions?
movement potion. So I'm just saying, like you could literally do this.
Yeah.
You could.
Some people call this save scumming. I mean,
Soft resetting.
I don't really care, honestly. Unless you're playing against another person, different story. But
Yeah.
if it's AI, get everything you need to get. You know, why not? You
Right.
know, if you want it, get it. But like, even when we're playing the Final Fantasy Tactics stuff with Hill,
Yeah.
some people are upset. You didn't get the lance. Nobody's using it. Nobody wants to. The next episode we go on, and Hill's like, "Well, I could have used that lance. You never asked for it."
Yeah.
Well, I might want it now. I'm like, dude.
Now you want it?
Dude, if you wanted it then, you should have said something.
Because I'm gonna surround her with monsters.
I guess.
Dumb.
I'm like, dude,
What? Do you think I'm gonna put her out
I
there?
was
so
like,
she
oh,
can attack?
is this a Kai moment? I mean,
No. I don't do Kai moments.
not anymore.
where's your center?
I'm gonna right there for now. I'll just take some down. Love it.
I think Hill was just trolling me on that thing because he's like, I like to get all the
How
items.
the mighties move forward.
I'm like, I don't
Oh,
like to
but
get all the
was
items in
gonna
order.
come
When I
after
was
you now.
younger, and I was like trying to get all the achievements and get every item, and
Yeah.
like I don't even do that in Brigandine. It's almost impossible to get every item in Brigandine.
Yeah.
They kind of made it so that there's like 200 items to get, and you just won't get them all
Right.
before the end of the game. Even if you play it on easy, I don't see it. Unless you save scum it, I don't think you can. I don't think you can get every item.
Oh, so you do unlimited time.
Okey smokey.
Can't you do unlimited time?
Multiplayer wise, yeah, could do that. I'm just saying, if you're playing a normal game, like
Yeah.
a normal LP,
Yeah.
you're just not going to do it.
Putting dinner in the water.
And
And then taking a swim.
Well, he was thirsty, so I should do that.
so,
Not doing that yet.
did Rage quit when I sent all my Knights questing turn once and they all came back injured.
I'm gonna move one more.
I would say you're kind of justified for the rage quit, Nene. I might do the same too.
Oh, I did not want Butter to come to me.
Yeah, you did.
No, I wanted to kill more of his monsters.
Oh, that's what. I gave you a boon. I named your center Hotshot since you said you like that. So.
I usually do.
But now he'll probably die because
Now he's dead because
they powered up Vinard and you just were like,
I'm just gonna put him right here.
Well,
I'm fine.
don't worry, he'll lose a lot more.
You didn't want them to come to you, but you're within a 2-range space.
No, I didn't want Vinard himself to come to me.
You didn't factor in the road that he's kind of standing on. The castle counts as part of the road. At least he can use the road.
I didn't want Vinard to come directly to me. I wanted to kill more of his monsters before I took him out.
Okay, yeah.
But now I have no choice but to take him out because he's a big old idiot. So.
Well, you can't divine rain.
Well, they kind of do that, you know.
Divine rain.
Dude,
I mean,
Vinard
you have
has.
2 bolts, I guess.
Vinard is a very ballsy guy. He's not gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Nene and I were saying the same thing at the same time.
On the regular dragon?
Yeah.
We're s-
Because it's a 2-space. Because it's like 12 and extra blasts are so powerful.
Yeah.
It's like that's the divine rain kind of thing too.
Here comes Gwyn. Just swinging on in.
Yeah, Nene, me and you were saying this. We were saying the same thing. I was saying the same thing you were. Vinard doesn't hide. It's not his
I
nature.
can't use it on. No, I can use it on a different one at least.
But yeah, I could totally see rage quitting if all your knights. If you sent out 12 knights and 9 of them came back injured,
Well, on a different one.
it would probably do that.
Smack Dougal. That was good, pretty good. 180.
That was.
Oh, gee.
Come on down. I got plenty of frosty explosives.
Okay, so what are you gonna do here?
Well, I don't know. Shield Ball actually is looking pretty good right now.
It's actually blue.
Why not? I'll just
See,
do
I
this
thought you were
instead.
gonna do bolt. I thought you were gonna bolt up and just take the win. But
Paul wants experience, so he's gonna fart around a bit, probably.
and they're not gonna run away.
No, not yet.
No, they can't.
Not yet.
You know, I kill one monster, they run away.
Well, your army was a lot better though.
I don't think they can go anywhere. I think
No,
they're up.
they have one more they have 2 more castles up there now. Because they took the one from
Cenodon
Yeah.
isn't attacked
They
yet.
took one from Langeborg.
Yeah.
But I'm holding up defenses on Damas. I'm not moving up.
Yeah, but
I'll convert around with these castles. That's okay.
oh, that's right. Yeah. Was ist das? Okay.
Kiss me.
Yeah.
Now you gotta kiss me.
Raging Paul is very uppity tonight. He's looking to get a kiss from anybody. Doesn't matter whether it's us or you. If you want to give him a kiss in the chat, go ahead, but I don't see it happening.
Big wet kiss.
If you are a subscriber, you can use his face as a rage emote. I'm gonna actually change that to like a cowboy of myself. I want to make myself a cowboy. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'll be a cowboy. That's what I wanted to be. That's kind of what I am. I'm a pioneer of this game since its inception. And yeah,
Stone.
I think everybody calls it Rough Rider. Maybe
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that's a little different. Now we have to do something.
See, that's Paul's.
Benzene.
That's what happens to Paul when he decides to sing Bon Jovi out of pitch, out of tune.
Hey, I have perfect pitch and tune. What are you talking about? I know what I'm doing here.
Just
This
like
guy is
that.
never getting in this fight.
It's just
I
like
wish you would, but no.
Oh, man.
I might be able to throw something.
if you've seen Cowboy Bebop, Nene, you remember the part where Spike is on the couch, and then like Spike was all bandaged up because he got beat up terribly, you know,
Yeah.
and then Faye is singing to him, and like he's already like in a mummy cast, and then he like points his finger to her like, "Come hither," and she comes next to him, and he's like, "You're out of tune," and she just smacks him in the face like he's already in like a terrible position. He already gets hurt even more.
Yeah.
Like he had to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was right after Vicious fight.
We're probably gonna run now.
He's just on the couch. He can't do anything. And he literally tells her she's out of tune. When he's so vulnerable.
How did you do all that? Oh, that was just from the Geno Bolt. Dang. That was a strong Geno Bolt.
Yeah, you have phase emblem on Discord, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, you've seen all of that. I'm a big Cowboy Bebop fan.
I don't know.
Huge.
I mean, I can
Nene. Next Tuesday, myself and my friend Brad, we're gonna do an episode of Cowboy Bebop. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be a talk. It's gonna be a podcast. So we're gonna play some of the show, and we're just gonna talk about it, our theories and ideas about Cowboy Bebop. So we're gonna do. I don't know how many episodes we'll do of Cowboy Bebop, but next Tuesday we're gonna do a podcast. And we're just gonna go over Cowboy Bebop. I call it Coffee with Crows. It's me and some of the Crow members. So we're gonna do that next week. So if you want to see that, it'll be about the same time. I don't know, maybe later. I'm not sure because it really depends on when he can do it. Because he's got his kid that he's got to make sure she gets to bed and stuff. So could be later, could be sooner. Next week Tuesday is gonna be. I don't know. We'll have to see what time frame it'll be, but I will let you know on Discord before we go live. So but that'll be fun. I've been waiting to do that for some time though. I've got plenty of my own theories on Cowboy Bebop. I don't want to get into it now. I'll save it for later though. But Igthorn. Does Sib have to get up early on a Wednesday?
Ooh.
Okay, well if you want to check it out after,
I'll give that.
like if you want to check it out after on Twitch,
It is on some white guys, but
They might take that perfect.
Twitch or YouTube, I might send it to YouTube also. So I'll probably send the podcast back to YouTube
Apparently they're not going to take the perfect.
or on Twitch if you want to check it later. But
They're just gonna miss anyway.
But Ryan's going to something really true up to this.
Yeah, he's hitting you with the pixie. He's gonna retreat.
see, I named your Marid Gin Tonic. I always do that. If it's a blue one, it's Gin Tonic. If it's a red one, it's Fireball.
Leave me be! Leave me be! Yes! Got it! Woo! I called that one again!
Paul actually called it like way beforehand.
I don't know.
It's red. Red doesn't trumpet though.
Doesn't matter, it's heavy hitting. Dude, that Giant Fist is like 130 to 150 average.
Yeah.
It's
They're
like
as strong as dragons.
they can kind of be. They're as strong as dragons. Sometimes are almost stronger.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like you can level. They can get
Their
really
accuracy
strong.
is just crap. That's
It's
the
just their
issue.
accuracy's crap, and then they get hurt very badly.
Yeah. They're like.
Because I think their defense isn't as good as the dragons are. I don't remember, but they go down faster, but they do a lot of damage. They really do.
Come on, you guys!
Critical.
No. Does he have the Thunder Axe?
No, I have one.
No. Could you check him to see if Paul Mighty does Thunder Axe? Because he did 170 on you, and he's red on red. Thinking he's probably has a green axe.
Yep.
He does. He does. Otherwise, he would have only done like 140, 130.
Wouldn't he have done more if he was red?
Red on red? No,
Yeah,
red
'cause
on red
green-
is bad.
Green is weak against red.
No, but here's the thing in this game,
Yeah.
blue beats
No, I
red.
can't do that.
That's when blue does more damage. If another same element hits you, it's worse. That's how it goes.
So like if a
So
centaur shoots a
so
dragon,
so you want to always try to attack
I
with
thought there
the.
was the triangle though.
It won't be like if it was blue, it'd be way more. But green is kind of like an average attack. Red would be less.
Oh, okay, that makes
So red on red would be less. Blue on red would be more.
sense. Yeah.
Green on red would be average. But because there's an attack bonus to that axe,
Hold this
and Paul Mighty's is already pretty strong, you're gonna feel it,
Spurs the same thing.
you know?
one. If you hold the button, it goes faster.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh yeah. Okay.
If you hold R1 in square, it goes really fast.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Let's look at the domain quick.
Okay.
Hold on.
I want to. This. Oh my
Ooh. Okay, so everybody, Norgard is almost totally trashed. Iscalio is 10 ahead. Metallic Mike, man. 13 rounds to go.
Well,
Holy cow.
I'm just gonna save it up here.
We should do the organized quick so that way we can roll into it right away next time.
If you want to do the organize, then we could save it during the attack phase and have it go at it immediately.
Yeah, we should do that. Okay.
Honestly, my you can do your organized. Mine's not gonna take that long.
Oh, we need to crash?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for hanging out, Nene. Thanks for hanging out so far. And we had a great conversation. Everybody else that was here, everybody else that joined in later on, thank you so much for being here. Just gonna save it here. I could try to do some stuff with Metallic Mike to get going, but it won't save it after you have your stuff set. So
Yeah.
if you want to hang out with me, Mike, for a while and like figure out what you want to do, maybe write it down for next time. But I can't save it unless Paul's gonna stay, and then we can save it over the attack phase. Then it permanently saved it. So, yeah, Icing Death support. Yeah, or yeah, on life support. Yeah.
We just do it now and save it.
Thanks, Icing Death, for being here. It was fun talking to you too.
Why,
Frost.
but that's what happens.
Everybody else that joined in here too, even if you just wanted to watch or you couldn't talk. Thanks so much for being here. Tomorrow night, if Frost PDP has the Crusader Kings going on, I will tell you in Discord that I will be with him doing that. If not, then I will be playing some Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. It's a fantastic game. Like, it has everything Castlevania Symphony of the Night has and more. So it's really cool. But one way or another, I'll let you know what's going on. Sunday night is Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions.
I'll be there.
So come by for that. Raging Paul's there. I'm there. Hillholm is there. It's a lot of fun. We really enjoy it. We're doing Midlight's Deep, which is basically Keep Dungeon. And so we're trying to get some of the items we want.
We've got a number of them already, though.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. We are going to save, F1 save reload sometimes.
Yeah.
Half the time
to get the right
to get the items,
Because it could be like a really good weapon or like
Get the Excalibur,
or a Phoenix
get-
Down. We already got plenty of Phoenix Downs.
I'm capped out with Phoenix Down, so I'm going to try to get the actual weapons,
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to get the Chaos Blade. I think I'm going to have the Chaos Blade or the Naga Rock or something like that.
Well, it's a dark
And I'm
Knight.
playing as a Dark Knight tank, Ramza. So that's actually a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying that. But yeah, that's for Sunday. And next week, I will do a podcast with my friend, Coffee with Crows. We are going to talk about Cowboy Bebop. That'll be a lot of fun. That'll be on Tuesday. And then Wednesday is Front Mission 4, Wanzer Hump Day. So next week, everything should be set. I had a glitch this week with some of the programs and stuff, and things weren't working, and it was really weird. I just couldn't do it this week. So there's no videos. I did do a little simulations, but there was no serious thing, so I'm just not going to repost anything to YouTube. So if you also want to check this out, definitely come by YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You get to see a lot of archive stuff, or just watch the video here on Twitch. You get to see all that stuff. So that's my plug. That's my spiel. You two guys want to leave any final notes? Anything you want to say to all the fantastic people that were here with us
Yes,
tonight?
please pray for Caerleon's army to do good.
Okay. Paul's asking for prayers for Caerleon. If you're an Iscalio fan, you can negate that. But if you are a Caerleon fan,
But at least I think it's
then definitely go ahead and pray for some of the
That's
stuff
why I
here.
did that. I mean,
You know?
South, there's nothing I can do here. I gotta get them up there so I can, situate and like have all three goods go down there.
You sure do have a lot of castles to defend, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
definitely next time, I'm pretty sure Norgard is out. Norgard will definitely be out. I don't think they have anything left. Let me take control and let me look around here a bit, Mike.
10, 11, 12.
So let me look at some stuff. I'll kind
Listen,
of.
I'm gonna sign out now. So,
Okay.
Good battles today.
Good battles.
We won one, we lost some.
Yeah.
But I just wish I would have killed more of your monsters, but I couldn't do that.
Good.
So
And Trigger, I'll see you on Sunday.
okay, I'll see you then, buddy.
And
All right, so you know what? Actually, before next time, I'm gonna probably stock them the right way, so they're not all messed up and mucked up. Like, oh, this guy has no monsters or whatever. We're gonna give him monsters. We're gonna make them go down in a blaze of fire, you know, blaze of glory. So we'll try to like even this out, just make it kind of like somewhat eventful. So yeah, we'll do that. They have a shitload of... Oh, that's right, I bought all those dragons that they had all the time. I had so many dragons there. Oh, look at a man-eater. Check that out. So, alright, so that's really all that's left of Norgard's forces. I don't know if you saved the game, Mike.
I did. I was just gonna look real quick.
Okay, so
Ponder around.
we can talk a little bit before we sign out, I suppose, because that's really all that's left. So, I don't know what you want to check out though, but
Just trying to formulate a quick strategy.
hmm.
I mean, I have all Caerleon down here now. This is gonna be gone soon. He keeps retreating with this.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna squish it.
yeah. If you keep running away with some, it's not gonna,
Yeah.
not the best. Not going to do it. I mean, he might defend it that time, though. I mean, it might be positional.
Yeah.
I mean, Sequest is actually not bad to defend from any angle, really.
Right.
Really the best from the north, but he could probably have a better opportunity defending it there now.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Maybe he's just running till he finds a good solid defense post, and then...
I think he might just pull back here and kind of sit this army here to like make me defend more castles. Honestly.
I would honestly defend Linnaeus, but Sequest is also very viable.
Finally have good mana.
Well, because the thing is, Linnaeus is the best castle growth mana income in the game.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give that up for anything, really. I mean, unless you got a log res, but yeah,
Right.
yeah, I would not do that. So I don't know what Paul's gonna do, but like I wouldn't do it. I would not do that at all. But you know,
Well, yeah. Cause
everybody has their own decisions. You know, they can make their own decisions here.
Well, I mean, okay. So right now I have a lot to defend if I want to keep things. I know what I'm gonna do.
You're both kind of just going back and forth, like taking free castles most of the time.
Yeah.
I think once Norgard's done, you'll both have like a really good idea how you want to set up, where you want to hold, where you want to move from.
Yeah, nobody tells
Cause
him, but
it's
I'm gonna kind of just try to cut him off right here again.
oh, well,
mean-
shouldn't tell people that then, because then the next time I'll be like,
Hey,
ah.
Paul, I'm gonna cut you off. No.
Yeah, anytime Paul's on the stream with me, he'll be like,
did-
Paul,
He did cut
Metallic
him off
Mike
here,
said
though.
this.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
He
What do
did
you
cut
think
him
about
off here.
those beans?
What do you think about them apples?
Yeah, what do you think about those apples? So, all right, we've talked enough. I've said my goodbyes. Everybody's cool. I think we're good to go. I will leave you with a little random thingy here, I suppose. So, yeah, there you go. Random quote of the day. You can have that. I will see you tomorrow. If I'm not on my channel, I will promote Frost. If not, then I will be here doing the whole bloodstain thingy. That should be fun. But yeah, I've got some other videos I got to put out too. Some other Battle Brothers videos I still have up. But hold on, Mike. You need to stop for a second because I need to.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're gonna be like, "What happened? I can't do anything."
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sign out. Yeah, everybody have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care.
We are victorious, sire!